The Haunted Ride. On June 2, 2022, Noor Ifrina Rosni spent the day with her family at a theme park in Johor, Malaysia. Throughout their visit, Rosni diligently captured moments on camera, with her son Muhammad often being the focal point of these recordings. While the footage predominantly features her child, a particular clip from later in their visit stands out. In this specific video, Muhammad is shown enjoying a ride solo without his parents by his side. This segment has notably disturbed viewers. Before revealing what exactly was caught on film, let's take a look at the clip. As you do, try to discern if there's anything out of the ordinary in the video. If you missed it earlier, take a closer look at the person next to Muhammad on the roller coaster. As the ride twists and turns back towards the camera, you'll notice the seat next to him is empty. The other child has mysteriously disappeared. Muhammad's mother noticed the vacant seat after the second loop. Some think the child might have ducked down, but a careful video review shows no one hiding. Muhammad's response to questions about his ride companion is puzzling. He seems unaware of anyone else. Was this a supernatural occurrence, or is there a simpler explanation? This mystery remains unresolved. Chased by shadows. After suffering from the presence of a malevolent entity in his previous haunted home, Dino Nugget took decisive action based on suggestions from his viewers. He discarded all his old belongings and moved into a new house, carefully ensuring that it had no sinister past and that every item inside was brand new. Despite these precautions, it seems the entity followed him to his new residence. One eerie night, while alone, he heard disturbing sounds that prompted him to start filming. The events he captured on video proved to be chilling.
Hello? Ooh.
Startled by unexpected, loud bangs echoing through his home, he cautiously set out to find the source. To his astonishment, he discovered boxes shifting positions as if moved by invisible hands, an occurrence as bewildering as it is alarming. Yet this eerie incident was just the opening act in a sequence of more intense and chilling paranormal happenings that began to unfold. On a night filled with particularly ominous air, he recorded an encounter that was nothing short of terrifying.
Hello? Hello? No. Hello? Hello? The fuck? Hello? What do you want? The fuck? Get! This door is closed. Bitch, why are these all up? God damn it. Ooh, no. Come on. Oh, no, not again. The fuck do you want from me? For the love of God, leave my house. Leave me alone!
Moving alone toward the stairs, he caught a fleeting glimpse of a dark shadow zipping through the hallway and vanishing into a room. This mysterious sight drove him to meticulously comb through the house, yet he found nothing, no sign of any intruder. Soon after, a door began to furiously slam open and shut on its own, intensifying his sense of dread and frustration. The realization slowly dawned on him. The haunting presence seems to be tethered not to the house or any item within it, but to him personally, a thought that deeply unsettles him. Unexplained utterances. Check out this eerie video shared by Reddit user Cam Sunkist. He was just getting a pizza delivered at his home when suddenly a raspy voice was picked up by his security camera. Take a listen. It's quite chilling. It's tricky to discern exactly what's being said, but some viewers think it sounds remarkably like Spanish. The theory is that maybe the sound originated from the delivery guy's phone, possibly while he was on a speakerphone call. However, Cam Sunkist isn't convinced that's the explanation. Interestingly, the volume of the mysterious voice remained constant. Even as the delivery person approached the door, there was no noticeable change in loudness. This constancy suggests the voice was emanating from another location altogether. Cam is as baffled and unnerved by this as everyone else, hoping to uncover where the voice was coming from. But one thing is certain, the whole situation is undeniably eerie. Family haunts. Jerry Bruce is a devoted dad who cherishes the time spent with his kids. A quick glance at his channel reveals a collection of videos brimming with warmth and family joy. Yet, among these, two particular videos strikingly diverge from the usual content, as if plucked from a horror film about a family haunted by ghostly disturbances. Indeed, Jerry's life took a turn into the paranormal, experiencing eerie events at home that seemed right out of a ghost story. On May 26, 2009, a peculiar sound from the living room jolted him awake. Without much thought, he grabbed his phone to capture what was happening. Jerry shared his experience, saying, "I have never seen anything like this. My wife and I were awakened by the sound of a door closing. This video is all I got before my family, and I fled the house." Here's the chilling encounter he managed to record on video.
Everybody can see this, and I've done it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting the hell out of here.
Curiously, the handle on the other side of the door turns as if someone inside is doing it. Yet the video clearly shows that no one is inside. Such an event would likely frighten anyone, though it might be dismissed as just a draft affecting the handle's lock mechanism. However, this explanation is uncertain. In a second video recorded on July 11, 2009, Jerry is filming his son when something truly unsettling occurs. Take a look.
Whoa!
In the first video, the same closet door swings open by itself. Moments later, a toy inexplicably flips over by itself. It almost appears as if something that had been hiding inside stumbled over the toy while trying to approach the child. In a swift reaction, he grabs his son and hurries out of the living room. Understandably, Jerry was quite shaken by the experience. Many viewers suspect that he might be encountering something supernatural. However, as is often the case with such videos, it's difficult to confirm if this is indeed true. Could there really be a supernatural entity lurking in Jerry's closet, or is there another explanation for these mysterious events? It's up to you to decide. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our chilling ghost encounters, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-tingling footage. Stay tuned and keep watching. You never know what might appear on camera next. Shadowy Visitor. A Reddit user uploaded a video with a request for assistance, stating, "I need help identifying this. It appeared in my baby's room, but when I checked, there was no one there." Could this shadowy figure be something supernatural, or is there a more earthly explanation for what was captured in the video? The appearance of such an entity in a baby's room adds an eerie layer to this mystery. What are your theories? Have you ever experienced something similar? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. Unexpected turn. A Facebook user shared this video with the following comment, So something crazy happened tonight, my child, and I went outside to get some fresh air. Afterwards, we went back inside, and as we were chilling in the living room, our motion-activated security camera turned on. I grabbed my phone to see a live feed of what was happening outside. I couldn't believe what I saw. I didn't even want to go outside and look. Discussing the tricycle, if it hadn't abruptly stopped and turned, one might speculate that the wind was responsible for its movement. However, the evidence suggests otherwise. What are your thoughts on this phenomenon? Creepy footage. Amar Kate uploaded a video with the caption, "We should have listened to the dog and not gone downstairs." This is what was captured on camera.
Right, come on, we're gonna have to go and check. Leave him up here. Come on.
I'm gonna right smash. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it does look, dude. Just opened it. No.
Oh my god.
This is getting horrendous. Look at it. It's smashed on top of that as well. Okay.
Get my shoes.
That scared the out of me. My shoes are upstairs. That scared me.
Where's your car keys?
They're in the kitchen.
Oh, you're joking.
No.
After the unsettling experience, they quickly exited the house. What do you think about this incident? Have you ever experienced something similar? Or do you have any explanations for what might have been captured on the camera? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Imaginary friend. Justice Alexander's young daughter has an imaginary friend named Michael. However, after recording the following footage, it appears that Michael may not be imaginary at all. It's uncertain whether what children perceive as imaginary is just a product of their imagination or something entirely different. Hopefully, it's the former rather than the latter. Poltergeist activity. Recently, YouTuber Yamaku uploaded a video capturing some eerie occurrences in his home. The footage, which is quite disturbing, showcases what seems to be instances of poltergeist activity, including objects mysteriously falling and doors slamming shut on their own. His followers are convinced that the footage depicts genuine supernatural events that defy easy explanation. One of the most chilling moments was highlighted in his recent upload, where this peculiar activity was filmed. Here's the footage he shared. Yamaku captured sounds that seemed like tapping at the bathroom window, initially thinking it might be the building's plumbing causing the noise. However, a new explanation surfaced in a subsequent video recorded late one evening. In this footage, as Yamaku lights an incense candle, a surprising incident takes place. Viewers speculate that Yamaku may be experiencing phenomena that transcend the ordinary. He has yet to post further videos about this strange occurrence. Whether this footage actually shows a supernatural event is up for you to decide. Even if its origins are not spectral, the video is undeniably creepy. Unexpected Spectre. On the early morning of August 6, 2021, around 4:40 am, RG was behind the wheel on an Alberta highway in Canada, recording a video as she drove. Out of nowhere, a startling apparition appeared in her camera's view. While this highway doesn't have a reputation for ghostly occurrences, this video could alter that view. The clip starts with RJ chatting with her sister, who is riding along. Suddenly, they spot a figure moving ahead. Intrigued, they begin to film as they approach it. Here is the footage they managed to capture.
Go faster! I'm gonna go in the middle. Oh my god.
The person appeared to be wearing a white dress, catching the attention of RJ and her sister. They speculated that it could be a woman, yet uncertainty lingered in their minds. Curiosity sparked, they made the spontaneous decision to turn the car around, eager to get a better glimpse of this intriguing figure.
She's walking yet.
RG described the enigmatic figure as dressed in a manner reminiscent of the 1950s, complete with a hairstyle from that era. This description, coupled with the eerie setting of a deserted area and the late-night timing, has led many viewers to entertain the possibility of the footage capturing something supernatural. Some even speculate that the video might depict the ghost of an individual who met their demise on that very road. However, the true identity or nature of the figure remains elusive. It's plausible that someone was simply stranded. Nonetheless, the peculiar circumstances surrounding the sighting hint at a deeper mystery. The question of who, or perhaps what, was captured on camera remains unanswered. Mysterious haunt. The video reveals a spine-chilling moment involving someone alone in their own home. Meet Jordan, a paranormal investigator whose adventures in supposedly haunted places have left him uneasy. Jordan can't shake the feeling that something ominous might have trailed him back home. Night after night, he's plagued by eerie sounds, and during a harrowing bout of sleep paralysis, he witnesses the apparition of a woman with long, dark hair. Convinced he's under scrutiny, Jordan's unease intensifies, especially when one fateful night, while filming his faithful dog, an unsettling event unfolds out of nowhere.
What's wrong? Something there? Is this what's going on?
As the night progresses, his dog's behavior hints at an uneasy atmosphere, a suspicion seemingly confirmed by the EVP recording. And then, as time passes, what unfolds next adds another layer of intrigue to the night.
Why are you following me? Who are you? Who are you? Done with this.
Jordan faces what many of his viewers perceive as a menacing presence, leaving both him and his audience deeply unsettled. The most intriguing part of this encounter is a mysterious figure peeking out in the background, its identity and intentions shrouded in mystery. Given the eerie events unfolding in the bathroom, viewers speculate that this entity might be the ghost haunting Jordan. This footage is undeniably perplexing, resisting any simple explanation. Do you have any thoughts on this? How do you interpret this situation? Could this truly be evidence of the supernatural, or is there another explanation at play? If you're intrigued by the supernatural caught on tape, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more ghostly revelations. Your support helps us uncover the truth behind these mysterious sightings. Stay tuned and stay spooky. Paranormal Intrusions. The upcoming video features a dad filming his son playing a video game, during which they inadvertently capture something quite eerie on camera. The dad, identified as Ernesto Spinoza, has been sharing family moments on his YouTube channel. While most of his uploads simply showcase the joyous times spent with his loved ones, two specific videos have unsettled the audience for a particular reason. These videos, unlike his usual content, have sparked concerns among his viewers due to the eerie occurrences they depict. The first of these videos, uploaded not very long ago, contains something particularly spine-chilling. You must watch carefully, or you might overlook the creepy detail.
Ya suyo, ya la tienen ahí. Ya la tienen ganada. Eso. ¡Qué pro! ¿No se oyó la canción?
If you take a closer look at the stack of toys in the corner, you might notice a baby doll moving all by itself. Ernesto didn't realize this peculiar occurrence until his viewers brought it to his attention. While this footage has led many to believe that something supernatural is haunting Ernesto's family, it's the subsequent video that has raised even more alarm. At the beginning of this video, we see his daughter joyfully dancing in what seems to be the living room. Then, abruptly, something alarming is captured in the background. Have a look for yourself. As the young girl twirls through the room, a shadowy figure swiftly crosses an adjacent room before the door mysteriously closes by itself. Following this event, just as with previous incidents captured on video, viewers have implored Ernesto to vacate the premises with his family immediately. While Ernesto is grateful for the concern, he appears to have no intention of leaving soon, especially since there have been no further peculiar incidents in his residence. Unless something similar occurs, it looks like Ernesto and his family will proceed with their everyday life. However, the lingering question remains: was this a capture of a paranormal event on camera, or was it something entirely different? The Invisible Visitor. The bank, previously not considered haunted, now invites skepticism after Diana received a compelling video from a colleague. The footage begins innocuously enough, with her co-worker capturing a discussion between employees. However, what unfolds next is both unexpected and unsettling.
Entro por el fondo. El fondo, el fondo, el fondo. Entro donde hubo el incendio, ¿cómo?
Avenida Argentina.
Hay tres, pues hay tres.
Oye, en la cámara acaba de pasar ahorita una niña corriendo.
¿Ah, sí?
Oye, la niña que llora.
Mentira.
Oye, te juro que en la cámara acaba de pasar ahorita corriendo, una niña. Oye, ha corrido hacia acá. Oye, te juro que ha pasado ahorita una niña corriendo. Ahorita mira, te voy a hacer el video.
Recorded during hours when the bank was officially closed, the presence of anyone inside, particularly a child, is wholly inexplicable. The video confirms only employees were supposed to be present, yet it suggests an additional, mysterious presence among them. Details beyond what is shown in the video remain scarce, leaving us to speculate based on the footage alone. What are your thoughts on this enigmatic recording? Any theories on the unanticipated guest's nature? The enigmatic mirror. Danny, a father, shares disturbing stories about his young son's encounters and seemingly supernatural communications from beyond. They resided in an old basement apartment, a place where Danny always sensed an unsettling presence. He often allowed his son to roam the vast, deserted hallways. One day, the boy's curiosity was piqued by an enigmatic mirror.
Okay, so this is the craziest shit I've seen so far. I was taking the trash out with my son and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving and I didn't know why. So I pulled the camera out and I can't believe I caught this.
That's Rowan.
As Danny's son naively gestured towards his reflection, a spine-tingling event unfolded. Another child's visage appeared beside his own. This ghostly face, eerily resembling Danny's son, stared back at them, its presence disturbing and inexplicable.
It's been a while since we stopped at the mirror and we were taking the dog out and Rowan wanted to go check it out and I can't believe we caught this.
Whoa.
Rowan seems hyped and he's trying to explain to me what he just saw.
Buddy?
Yeah, I don't know about that, bud.
Once again, as Rowan peered into the mirror, a disconcerting image materialized. A faint, ghostly figure that vanished as swiftly as it appeared. This spectral figure bore a haunting resemblance to the one previously seen, deepening the mystery of the mirror. Is this mirror truly haunted, or are these events an elaborate ruse? Share your thoughts and beliefs in the comments. An Eerie Expedition. In the video, you're about to see two friends, Kenneth and Justin, carefully explore an abandoned paper mill. Their cautious approach is motivated not only by the potential hazards of the crumbling building, but also by a more spine-chilling reason. Local legend claims the mill is haunted. They delve into a site infamous within the community for unexplainable sightings and sounds, following in the footsteps of locals who have encountered the disturbing.
Most definitely, the paper mill's haunted as shit, because I went there the one night, me and my buddies. We all went over there, and we were drinking a little bit, but yeah, my buddy caught it on camera that, like, something ran behind us.
No kidding.
On Snapchat, like, he caught it on camera and everything.
Dude, I'm gonna be down there trying to get some.
Despite the many stories circulating among those living near the mill, Kenneth and Justin's visit is propelled by their love for exploring forgotten places, with the ancient paper mill in Austin, Pennsylvania, high on their list. Unbeknownst to them, their adventure is on the verge of turning terrifying. They stumble upon a shadowy space beneath the building, and driven by curiosity, decide to document their investigation.
Hold on, I want to get that lower, closer down here. There's a bone on the beaver dam there. Good. Holy shit. See it right there? What is it? A bone. Bone. I don't see it. Oh, it is. What the fuck? Holy smokes. What was that? Hello? Yep, get the f out of there! Whoa! Yep, no more of that. Did you hear that? Oh yeah. What was that? I have no idea.
Suddenly, a chilling, bodiless voice cuts through the silence. The men beat a hasty retreat, as if fleeing from an unseen menace. The voice, hauntingly similar to that of a child, raises immediate concern for a child's safety in such a desolate place. Though no further anomalies occur, the eerie encounter casts a pall over their exploration, leaving them deeply troubled by the unidentified voice's origins. Remaining puzzled by their experience, they resolve not to delve further into the mystery. A haunting at home. The video captures a moment in which a child and his father are in bed together, recording something incredibly eerie. The father asserts that he and his son were the only ones in the house during the recording, adding a layer of eeriness to the event. As the video begins, we see both the father and son comfortably in bed. Shortly after, the son alerts his father to a scary friend near the door. Prompted by his son's repeated warnings about the unsettling presence, the father, unsure of how to react, gazes towards the door. What unfolds next has completely perplexed him. The father shares, "My son and I were lying in bed, and we were the only ones in the house at the time." This is the recording of what we experienced.
Scary friend. Scary friend.
Right after his son alerted him to the presence of someone outside the door, the hallway light mysteriously turned on by itself. Then, once they had left the room, the bathroom door shut on its own. Only upon reviewing the footage did the father notice these occurrences, leaving him even more troubled. Like many viewers, the father suspects that these events may have been of a paranormal nature. However, this remains purely conjectural, as there is insufficient information to determine exactly what transpired. If it was indeed just the two of them at home when this happened, the question arises, who, or perhaps what, was responsible for turning on the light and closing the bathroom door? Without a subsequent video to shed light on these events, it appears this mystery will continue to linger. As this enigma remains unresolved without further evidence, we're particularly keen to hear your theories and interpretations. Veiled in darkness. Mandy shared a TikTok video captured by her home security camera, urging viewers to pay close attention to the left side of the screen at the 6-second mark for any notable details. The footage reveals a figure, either cloaked in a hoodie or resembling a shadowy entity, entering the scene. In another video, Mandy highlights additional security footage taken outside her house late at night, focusing this time on the audio for viewers to listen closely. In each recording, unsettling sounds can be heard nearby, adding to the atmosphere of unease. The origin and nature of these sounds remain a mystery, leading to various theories. Speculation about the events outside Mandy's home on those evenings ranges from mundane to mysterious. There's hope that these disturbances have ceased, allowing Mandy to once again enjoy peace. Home security cameras serve a vital role for homeowners, especially for detecting potential threats like break-ins, but they have also captured these mysterious events. Thanks for joining our paranormal adventure. If you're thrilled, like, share, and subscribe for more ghostly mysteries. Don't miss out. Hit the bell. Stay curious and brave as we uncover the unexplained. What will we catch next? Corpse on camera. Steph Chambers captured something quite eerie on camera. Take a look here.
Okay, so this is what I happened to find on my security camera. If you keep watching on the road, you'll see a headless pedestrian. Not sure if it's a ghost, not sure what. It's just extremely crazy. So I figured I'd share it with you guys. There it goes, walking down the road. And this also isn't the only sighting. And then disappears. And the camera's still rolling. And then disappears. And the camera's still rolling. Disappears. And the camera's still rolling. And you'll see a white truck pass. This is all, none of it's edited. This is all real footage.
Steph is visibly disturbed by the sight of the walking corpse. What are your thoughts on this encounter? Haunting footage. The following video, shared by Athlean Sevilla, captures a haunting event that unfolded in a foreign country. It reveals a moment where a group of individuals, gathered on a street, encounter something that fills them with terror. We're left in the dark about what exactly they're witnessing, but it's clear that it deeply unnerves them. Only when we view the footage from an alternate perspective do we finally understand the cause of their terror. Pay close attention to this part, or you might overlook it. In a baffling turn of events, a bicycle seems to materialize from nowhere just as someone parks their motorcycle. Some viewers speculate that the shadowy figure captured in the footage could be a spirit. However, it's also possible that the figure appears distorted due to the low quality of the camera. The most perplexing aspect is the sudden appearance of the bicycle. How did it get there? Many suggest it could be a physical manifestation of some supernatural entity. But as with all such mysterious videos, it's ultimately up to you to draw your own conclusions. The origin of the bicycle remains an intriguing mystery. Filming the unseen. Experiencing paranormal activity is one thing, but provoking it is another entirely. Grace Adeline has faced many unusual occurrences at home, but has never been able to document them on camera. Usually, she is either too frightened or too stunned to even think about recording. It's entirely reasonable to be frozen in fear during such moments. However, one evening, Grace succeeded in filming one of these eerie encounters. Strangely enough, she even managed to coax the alleged ghost into performing an action.
Oh my god, what is happening? Can't move it again. Oh shit, oh shit, oh my god. Oh dear, oh dear, oh my. Oh god, can you close it please? Okay.
Many viewers believe it was simply a draft that caused the door to shut, but Grace insists that her room's window was closed at the time. This suggests that we might actually be dealing with a ghost that responds to commands, arguably the most well-mannered ghost you could encounter. Honestly, the idea of having a ghost around that respects privacy doesn't seem all that bad. Terrifying disturbance. Ghost hunters Hiro and Tomo explore an abandoned hospital in Japan, rumored to be haunted. Upon their arrival, they discover some intriguing objects, a piano in good condition, and unsurprisingly, some medical equipment. Just as their investigation starts to pick up, Tomo opts to stay alone in a room, hoping to capture some paranormal activity on film. Hiro and the cameraman step out, leaving Tomo by himself in the vast, eerie hospital. After some time, Tomo falls asleep but is abruptly awakened by an unidentified disturbance. Take a look at what happens next. A shadowy figure briefly emerges, peeking at Tomo from a corner, unnoticed by him. When Tomo shifts his camera away and then back to the spot where the figure was seen, it has mysteriously disappeared. Both Hiro and Tomo are baffled, with no clue about the identity or nature of this presence. However, viewers speculate that it could be the spirit of a patient who died in the hospital. Ghost or not, the sight of a shadowy figure in a reportedly haunted place is enough to terrify anyone. Creepy capture. This video perfectly sets the tone for Halloween. Ains de la Cruz, who suggested the video, shares that these siblings caught something extremely creepy on camera while alone in their grandparents' house.
Estamos aquí en la casa de mi bisabuela. Se fue la... ¿Qué es eso? Se fue la luz. Esta es la casita. Porque... Y mi mamá... Espérense. Y mi mamá y mi abuela se fueron al Oxxo a comprar velas por eso. Por lo que pasó de que se fue la luz. Y pues... Estamos aquí. Estas son las... Mi abuelito... Espérense. No sean chillones. No va a pasar nada. Y esas son las cenizas de mi bisabuelo. Porque pues desgraciadamente él ya falleció. Y el baño está allá. El baño, mi hermano quiere hacer pipí, pero el baño está allá. Y mi abuela nos dijo que cuidáramos. Mi abuelo nos dijo que cuidáramos aquí su casa en lo que ellas iban. Pero espérense. Pero pues el problema es que aquí no sabemos. Y pues no tengan miedo. No pasa nada. Abuelito, ¿si estás aquí? Preséntate con nosotros. Si estás aquí, preséntate ante nosotros.
Somos tus
nietos.
In a chilling moment captured on camera, something mysterious lurks inside a shed, reminiscent of a scene from a horror movie. Suddenly, it bursts forth, startling a group of children and leaving an indelible mark on their young minds. Initially, it seems this figure might be an animal, such as a bird or bat that had taken shelter and then took flight. However, earlier footage complicates this theory. The shadowy figure captured does not resemble any typical animal, appearing instead as something far more sinister. Many viewers are convinced it was a malevolent entity. I leave this footage open for your interpretation. Could this have been a ghost caught on camera, or is there another explanation for what was seen? Ghostly happenings. Swanee and Nickel, a married couple active on Facebook, have encountered some peculiar occurrences at their home. Not long ago, they shared a video that many of their followers describe as the most intense poltergeist activity ever recorded. Interestingly, this wasn't their first encounter with the supernatural. Swanee and Nickel had faced something eerily similar in a previous residence. This recurring pattern has led some to speculate that the couple might be pursued by a malevolent presence, shadowing their steps from one home to the next. While it's uncertain whether Swanee and Nickel share this belief, they are convinced that their latest experience is of a paranormal nature. The incident unfolded while they were enjoying a horror movie with a friend in their living room. The evening took a strange turn as unexplainable events began to unfold. Curious, they later reviewed their security camera footage to piece together the night's events and found themselves even more unnerved. At one point in the video, their friend noticed a stuffed bear moving by itself on the couch. Despite their initial skepticism, attributing it to a trick of the eye, what they witnessed next on the footage was undeniable.
No, mijo, esto tenemos que subirlo. Esto, mijo, uy, si es que hay alguien que sabe de estas cosas, que nos ayude.
Yo me quiero ir.
No. Mira, la sombra blanca, ¿sí la viste?
Sí, pero no. Ahí sí, ahí yo fue que ya comencé a sentirme mal.
¿Por qué?
Porque mira, a ver, eso yo sí lo vi claramente, así, de reojo.
Oye, ¿por qué te
Mira, ¿sí,
¡Uy!
¿sí viste? Eso sí. Eso sí.
¡Uy, mira!
Yo no sabía para dónde ir.
¡Uy, miren!
Yo no sabía qué era, yo pensaba que era.
A shadowy figure briefly appears on camera before swiftly vanishing behind the sofa. Uncertain of what they had just seen, they began to search the room for the elusive figure. As they continued their search, something even stranger occurred.
Estábamos con la luz del televisor,
Claro.
como que estábamos en el cine. Yo digo,
Mira,
¡Uy!
ahí me tiraron la botella.
Sí, la botella.
Ahí me tiraron la
botella!
botella, ahí me tiraron la botella y yo de una salí corriendo.
No, yo te lo juro que yo no aguanto un día. Mira, se cayó
Uy,
un
no,
ahí.
no.
Yo no aguanto un día
Pero,
más.
uy, mira, ¿sí ves la luz que pasa
Mira,
por ahí?
ahí, la puerta de alguien como la tenía trancada. No
Mira,
podía
sí,
salir.
uy,
Mira.
¿sí ves?
Sí.
Ahí pasa.
Mira, del susto, ¿sí ves lo que me pasó del susto?
Mira.
Uy, hasta el cuadro, Dios mío santo. Oye, pero ¿por qué se cayó todo?
No sé, ahí nosotros nos fuimos, nosotros no nos íbamos a quedar ahí.
Mira lo que pasó ahí, mira lo que pasó ahí. Mira eso,
Cerraron la puerta. No sé si hay algo o alguien que nos está haciendo asustar, pero te lo juro que yo ya no aguanto.
Estábamos solos en la casa, bro.
Mira, ahí están las luces.
Suddenly, objects within the living room started moving by themselves. It was then that they made a quick exit from the house, driven away by the perilous occurrences unfolding indoors. What transpired next, especially after the door mysteriously shut by itself, has left them utterly perplexed.
La sangre de Cristo tiene poder.
Mira la maleta, mira cómo la van arrastrando. Mira
¿Por qué
cómo
no
se la van
oraron,
arrastrando.
hermano? ¿Por qué no se pusieron a orar?
Cambiémonos de casa.
Tienen que orar.
No, que eso
No, eso de ley, eso de ley. Uy, pero ese peluche, Dios mío.
Mira, como que lo están jalando, ¿sí ves?
Es como que se para de cabeza,
Ese es el
¿qué?
peluche que te regaló Juanca, el que tú dañaste, ¿verdad?
Mira, ¿sí viste lo que pasó aquí?
Mira, aquí.
¿Sí viste?
Ahí pasa, ahí pasa.
Sí, mira.
Mira esa lucecita. Mira, es
quiero
como que
ir.
fuera que algo pasa.
Eso nosotros no lo vimos porque estábamos afuera.
Estábamos afuera.
Pero es como que algo pasa. Date cuenta que es como que mira, ¿ves?
Mira, ahí va.
Viewers are convinced that something otherworldly has taken place, sparking a sense of unease. What's even more disturbing is the notion that a haunting presence lingers around the married couple, no matter where they go. Until the couple releases more footage, this belief seems destined to linger as just that, a belief. While the specifics of what was captured on camera remain unclear, the video itself is undeniably eerie. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our chilling ghost encounters, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-tingling footage. Stay tuned and keep watching. You never know what might appear on camera next. Ghostly investigations. Brandy River has encountered unusual happenings at her residence. It's rare for her to document these peculiar events with her camera, but recently, she managed to record a notable incident. While chatting on the sofa with her sister, they were startled by an odd sound emanating from another room. Curious, her sister went to investigate the source of the noise, with Brandy filming the exploration.
Girl, there ain't nothing back there, I'm telling you.
The light just went off.
Nothing back there, right? I told you. There's never... Oh my god! Oh my god!
On another occasion, a similar event occurred, but this time Brandy took it upon herself to investigate the noise. These two episodes are among several unusual occurrences. However, an especially eerie moment was captured on camera on a different day. Brandy had just returned home for a dinner meeting with her children when she noticed that the light in one of the rooms was already on.
So, me and my kid just got back from eating dinner, and my bedroom light is on, which is strange because I don't remember leaving it on.
Are you sure?
Let me...
Yeah.
I'll stay right by the door.
Yeah, I want you... Oh my god. Somebody broke into her.
It seemed as if someone or something was present inside the bedroom. When Brandy bravely entered, she found the room empty. To this day, Brandy remains puzzled by what she witnessed. Considering the series of strange events, she suspects it might be something supernatural. She plans to share more videos about her experiences, but until then, these mysteries remain unresolved. As always, your thoughts are welcome. Mirrored mystery. While filming inside the property for a promotional video intended to attract potential buyers, a general contractor captured something deeply disturbing on camera. Initially aiming to showcase the house, the unsettling discovery in the footage led the contractor to abruptly remove the house from the market. The compelling reason behind halting the sale is clearly revealed in the video. Here's what was recorded. In the mirror within the room, there is a reflection of what seems to be a dark silhouette. The contractor is confident that the room was empty at the time of recording. This raises the question: if no one was present, then who or what is in the reflection? At first, it might seem like the contractor simply mistook his own reflection for a shadowy figure, suggesting he might have inadvertently filmed himself. However, reviewing the footage reveals that when the contractor entered the room, his reflection is not visible, indicating the presence of something else. Moreover, the figure appears to move independently while the contractor remains stationary. The nature of what was captured on camera continues to be an enigma. Thus, the question arises: could this truly be authentic evidence of a ghost, or is there another explanation? Spectral child. A child was playing alone at home when a home security camera captured something incredibly eerie late one night. The unsettling footage wasn't noticed until the next day by the person who posted the video, leaving them deeply disturbed by what they saw. Jay Van Gogh, who shared the video, explains the circumstances. On that particular night, my mother was looking after my nephew, and I have only one nephew. He mentioned to my mom that he had met a boy who was playing with him. Here is the footage we captured. The security footage initially shows the uploader's nephew playing alone. Suddenly, within seconds, another child appears on the camera. Given that the uploader's nephew was supposed to be the sole child in the home, this raises the question: who is the other child? Even more disturbing is that this mysterious figure bears a striking resemblance to the uploader's nephew, although there shouldn't be another child present. Such footage challenges the notion of whether a child's imaginary friend might not be so imaginary after all. While it's uncertain whether the camera captured a ghost or another entity, until further footage or information is provided, the mystery remains. Was it a ghost captured on camera, or something entirely different? Ethereal echoes. From a certain viewpoint, there's a belief that dolls can act as conduits for spirits. Considering this belief, could this scenario be an example of such an occurrence?
Wanna play murder?
We have it on.
Instead of later, the word murder is distinctly audible. What do you hear? Murder or later? Share your thoughts. Inexplicable intrusion. While meticulously renovating an old home, Rocky Mills is startled by a disturbing noise that instantly heightens his anxiety. His subsequent discovery sends him into a state of fear, causing him to swiftly leave the property.
Doing this cabinet crown, and I think there's a squatter in this house. I think it's in here. Hello? 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 Anybody here? Hello? Hello? The heck is that? Hello? Who is it?
He turned his attention to a door that seemed to invite him inside, its allure pulling him into the depths of the basement. A mysterious presence appeared to follow him. Shrouded in secrecy, the entity within was no ordinary intruder. The door's sudden closure and the inexplicable interference with the phone upstairs defied logical explanation. The soft scratching sounds coming from the floor nearby added a disturbing element to the already eerie atmosphere, spreading a wave of fear throughout the scene. Observers unanimously agree on the video's authenticity, finding it undeniable. Despite thorough examination, no signs of deceit have been detected, and Rocky Mills's lone presence in the house is certain. Although the open doors and windows might be explained by natural causes such as a breeze, an unmistakable sense of discomfort permeates the footage, challenging simple explanations. The mystery of what occurred within those eerie walls continues to be a compelling puzzle, fueling widespread speculation. Beyond the snow. While trekking through the snow-covered mountains, a man stumbled upon something extraordinary. Here's what happened.
Что он там делает, а? Господи, как они мой новый смартфон.
The footage reveals what appears to be a mythical Yeti, or a creature resembling Bigfoot, which then launches an attack on the person filming. So, was this a genuine sighting of a Yeti or Bigfoot, or could it be something else? Share your opinions in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these spooky sightings, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more ghostly encounters. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. See you in the next haunted adventures. Welcome to another spine-tingling episode of Nightmare Junkie. Today, we have something truly special to share with you. Our loyal fan, the Real Ward family, has sent us a chilling video documenting their eerie paranormal experience in Louisville, Kentucky. We've watched this footage multiple times, and each viewing leaves us in awe. If you're a fan of mind-bending videos like those from The Matrix, then prepare to be amazed. Get ready for an unforgettable journey into the unknown. Thank you, the Real Ward family, for allowing us to share this. Now watch this. As the sun sets over the serene streets of Kentucky, everything seems ordinary at first glance. But don't be fooled by the facade of normalcy. In this seemingly mundane setting, something extraordinary is about to unfold. Keep a keen eye on the vehicles traversing the road ahead, for what you're about to witness is beyond explanation. Did you catch that? In the blink of an eye, an SUV seemingly materializes out of thin air, followed by the sudden disappearance of the car trailing behind it. It's a perplexing sight that leaves us questioning reality. Is this a masterful display of editing wizardry, or has something truly inexplicable been captured on camera? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. In this next spine-chilling video, we venture into the unknown as we witness some truly eerie objects in the sky. As the sun sets, what appears to be a meteor streaking through the atmosphere leaves us questioning. Is it simply a celestial event, or could it be something more otherworldly? Watch now and prepare to be captivated by the inexplicable.
Look at that shit, dog! Sabrina, hurry! Come! Holy shit, dog! It's a fucking meteor! It's a fucking meteor, dog! Holy shit, where'd it go? Oh my god! Oh my god, that was fucking sick! Dog, that's aliens. That's alien. What the fuck is that? That's aliens coming to the fucking... Tyler.
What
Tyler.
the fuck is that?
Tyler.
What the fuck is
Tyler.
that?
What the fuck is going on?
They're going sideways.
They're going sideways. They ain't even following no more. Hey, look at this green dot on my camera, Tyler. Look at the green dot. Look at the green dot.
I see it.
Tyler, what the fuck is going on? They're standing there. They're hovering there. Look, they're red. They're red. They're red. They're red. They're red.
What the fuck, dude?
I got that
Those
shit on
ain't
video.
meteors, bro. Look,
No.
that one's flying sideways.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Tyler. Holy shit. What is going on right now?
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
They're zigzagging.
Yeah,
across
dude,
the
what
sky.
the fuck is going on right now? That is a meteor. Sabrina, get your ass over here.
That ain't
That
no
is a
meteor.
fucking...
Oh man, they're hiding behind. Get
Hey,
over here.
get over here.
Get in there,
Oh
dog.
my god. Where'd they go? Oh my god.
It was like a
Oh my
curtain.
god.
It was like a curtain at first. That was cool.
Dude, that's motherfucking alien.
What the fuck is that?
That is fucking aliens,
How many
dog.
days after the light? How many are we, like 3 days after? Remember the Phoenix light?
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck was that?
I wish I had shoes on. I don't have no shoes on.
Tyler, these things are flying,
What
bro.
the fuck is that in the sky? It's flying.
Look, that one just appeared out of nowhere. Your leg's pink. Right here.
Dude, look at the fucking formation, bro.
She's inside.
Oh man, now it looks like an alien one.
What the fuck was that?
You should have seen it at first.
In this next scary video, the Real Word family shares with us another spine-tingling video straight from the heart of Kentucky. Picture this: the sun slowly dipping below the horizon, casting an amber glow over the landscape as dusk settles in. Amidst this tranquil scene, something extraordinary unfolds before your eyes. What initially seems like a meteor streaking across the sky takes a turn for the unexpected. Is it merely a celestial phenomenon? Or could it be an encounter with something beyond our comprehension? Perhaps an UFO? Join us as we unravel the mysteries of the cosmos in this captivating footage captured by the Real Word family.
What in the Sam hell is that? Oh my God, Crystal, you're gonna freaking freak. I don't know what that is. Our sun's just down and there's something over top of it, a big fucking ball. Hold on, honey. You're gonna trip when you see this. What is that? As soon as the sun went down, Crystal, this big weird looking thing pops out. You there, Mama? You there? Oh, Crystal, wait till you see what I got. I don't know what the hell this is. It looks like that thing that popped up on us that day, and but it's much bigger. Call me first. All right, honey, I love you. All right, bye-bye. Love you, bye. Chemtrailing. Right by the sun, of course.
This next scary video took place on the evening of March 18th, 2024. An unsettling discovery sends shivers down the spine of Dustin Frazier, a restaurant waiter. While working a solitary night shift, Dustin decides to capture a moment on Snapchat to share with a friend, a common practice that offers him a sense of companionship during the quiet hours. This particular night at the diner, however, holds something extraordinary. Upon reviewing the footage before sending it, Dustin's heart races as he's confronted with an inexplicable occurrence within the video. This eerie revelation sparks immediate concern, compelling him to delve deeper. His colleagues, who also share a reluctance to be alone in the diner, can empathize with Dustin's alarm. What Dustin captures on camera that night is not just a simple snapshot of his work environment, but a glimpse into the unexplained. Here's a closer look at what caused Dustin's panic, a moment that would turn an ordinary shift into an unforgettable experience.
So, I was walking through here, and whenever you get right here, you can see something behind me. and I like watched it. I did like a playback before I sent it to him, right? And I don't have insurance, right? But I don't know, I'm just like, I'm gonna have to do something because I don't know. Just like, I feel like I need to go to a doctor, but like I'm constantly just like nauseous, and I don't really know why. Like, I have tried take medicine for it and stuff, but I don't know, it doesn't seem like it really does anything. And then whenever I go and I'm just like laying down and stuff, like
Working solo hadn't unsettled Dustin until this particular moment. In the video he captured, a presence makes an unexpected appearance, whether it's a person or, as many speculate, something far more mysterious. Despite the dim lighting, there's just enough visibility to reveal that something is indeed there, lurking in the background. A closer examination suggests it might be observing Dustin.
Seem like it really does anything. And then whenever
Even though the whispers captured in the footage are indistinct, their mere presence was sufficient for Dustin to realize that something out of the ordinary was unfolding during his night shift. The question loomed large. If Dustin was indeed alone in the restaurant, then what or who was responsible for the sounds he recorded? Dustin has not provided any additional information since the incident, leaving the community hanging in suspense. As of now, a clear explanation for the eerie occurrence remains elusive, shrouding that night's events in mystery and speculation. In this scary video, we witness a young child wandering about their bedroom, having just awoken from a nap. Everything looks normal until this happens. At 7 p.m., an unusual event unfolds as a child, who typically slumbers soundly through the night until morning, awakens unexpectedly. According to the mother, such an awakening is out of the ordinary for her child. While at first glance, this might appear to be a routine disturbance, the events captured later in the footage lend an air of peculiarity to the situation, convincing the mother that there was nothing ordinary about this night. Given that her child is still at the babbling stage and unable to articulate experiences, the mother is left to interpret the silent testimony of the video. Here's what was captured. Merely 4 months have passed since the family moved into their new home when an inexplicable event occurs. Despite the child's limited ability to communicate, restricted to mere babbling, a distinct voice, clearly not belonging to the child, is captured on camera within the room. According to the mother, the voice captured sounds eerily like a little girl speaking to her son, leaving her thoroughly unsettled. She has shared this video hoping for some insight or explanation from others. This incident, along with footage that appears to show her son's legs being mysteriously pulled off the bed, has convinced many viewers that they're witnessing a supernatural event. As always, the interpretation is up to you. Could this be a genuine instance of a ghostly encounter caught on film, or might there be another explanation? This next scary video comes from a Ring camera strategically placed in a bedroom shared by a mother and her daughter. Initially, the mother installed the camera for the peace of mind that comes from being able to watch over her child, who spends time alone in their room. However, further details revealed in a comment suggest the camera served a more pressing purpose. Lately, the mother's daughter has been experiencing unsettling occurrences, from claiming to see a man lurking in her closet to expressing fear of an unseen presence, saying, "I'm scared because he's there." These alarming statements prompted the mother to be even more vigilant about her daughter's safety. Here's what was recorded. As soon as she awoke, the mother's gaze was instantly drawn to an anomalous sight on the ceiling. It was only a matter of seconds before her daughter's piercing scream confirmed that she, too, perceived the ominous presence. Despite being engulfed in fear, the mother's instincts kicked in, and she swiftly comforted her daughter, who, in her terror, was desperately covering her eyes to shield herself from the frightful vision. The entity or object that loomed above them must have been a sight of sheer horror. While specifics about the footage remain scarce, the recording itself presents an undeniably eerie narrative. Whether the mother witnessed the mysterious man her daughter had previously mentioned is unclear. However, ghost or not, there is a consensus among viewers that something profoundly disturbing was witnessed that night, leaving an indelible mark on those who have seen the video. In this next clip, shared by Monica Cruz, we delve into a chilling encounter captured during her shift. Monica, alongside a few colleagues, serves as a security guard at a location shrouded in mystery and long since abandoned. Tasked with patrolling the area to thwart any potential intruders, their routine is disrupted one night by an alert signaling an unauthorized presence on the premises. It's then that Monica witnesses the unsettling scene unfolded in this video.
And this is the same one that's in our office after everybody leaves because I can freaking hear it.
There it is. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I'm getting chills. I quit.
And it moves fast.
Wow. It does.
I said hi. It waved to the camera. You saw?
Yeah. We didn't see all that.
Oh my god.
We didn't get this far.
We didn't get this far because we were so impressed by the first one.
Wait.
We didn't get this far?
No.
There's more. It keeps coming back.
She keeps setting the cameras up. Yeah. You can see the time. Y ahí va, otra vez. Hala. What the fuck?
This is crazy.
No sale la gente, güey.
Monica Cruz and her fellow security guards were startled to observe an enigmatic, shadowy form moving in an inexplicably fluid manner through their surveillance footage. This peculiar motion of the figure sparked a sense of unease among the team, compelling them to hesitate before investigating further. Overtaken by apprehension, they chose to monitor the situation from the safety of their CCTV system instead. Capturing this phenomenon on an older recording, Monica confesses that the footage continues to unsettle her deeply. She remarks that this particular video stands out as the sole piece of evidence in her possession that captures something truly beyond explanation. As always, I invite you to share your perspectives on this intriguing encounter. This next scary video comes from a South American online streamer whose live broadcast captured an eerie event that has left viewers profoundly unsettled. Despite occurring several years ago, this footage remains as perplexing as ever. The clip in question originated from a routine live stream, during which the streamer was out and about, purchasing groceries for the week, a common practice before she concluded her streams from the comfort of her home. However, the truly unnerving incident unfolded within her home, mere hours before she planned to end the broadcast. As Ari engaged with her viewers, casually preparing some fruit she had just bought, an audience member alerted her to the presence of someone, or something, lurking behind her.
La niña de atrás, que no hay niñas atrás, dejen de querer asustarme. La niña de atrás, que no hay niñas atrás, dejen de querer asustarme.
In the background of the live stream, an unexpected figure makes a fleeting appearance, a sight all the more chilling given that Eerie lives alone. This brief intrusion sparked speculation among her viewers, with many asserting that the figure resembled a child. Upon closer examination, it seems as though a little girl momentarily entered the frame before swiftly concealing herself once more, leaving Eerie oblivious to her presence. Initially believing her audience was merely attempting to spook her, Eerie dismissed their warnings. However, after revisiting the footage, the reality became undeniably clear. She was not alone. There was, indeed, someone, or something, lurking behind her during the stream. Details surrounding this clip, or the events that followed, remain scarce, shrouded in mystery. With no further explanation available, the footage alone stands as a deeply disconcerting piece, stirring unease among all who view it. The question lingers, just who, or what, was captured on camera that day? Despite this scary video being posted over 5 years ago, it continues to send shivers down viewers' spines. Uploaded by Max, the footage captures his and a friend's exploration of a secluded section of the park, where they stumble upon the entrance to a hidden sewer tunnel. Driven by curiosity, they venture inside, unaware of the chilling events that await them.
Oh man, I'm gonna cut it out. This is gonna be annoying. Hold on. Okay, so we got pretty far. Yeah, we got pretty far. That's the exit out there. So here's the manhole cover. You can kind of see it. Here's like a ladder. But now we're pretty far. We're gonna just take it. Did you hear that? Run. You heard that, right? Yeah.
Max and his friend find themselves at a dead end in the dark confines of the sewer tunnel, with strange noises echoing around them. The distant sound of laughter sends shivers down their spines, filling them with an overwhelming sense of dread. In a panic, they flee the tunnel, their minds racing with fear and confusion. Upon reviewing the footage later, they come to the terrifying realization that the laughter they heard was not of human origin. It was a sinister, otherworldly sound that seemed to taunt them from the shadows.
Run.
Despite their best efforts to rationalize the experience, they remain haunted by the mystery of its origin. Even years later, the memory of that chilling encounter continues to linger, serving as a stark reminder of the inexplicable terrors that lurk in the darkness. The Intruder. In 2009, footage surfaced on the Ericus Maximus YouTube channel, immediately capturing the attention of many. The channel's operator recounted an unusual event that took place during an off-road adventure in the forest. While navigating near a stream, a companion unintentionally filmed a mysterious presence lurking in the background. A video captured a striking phenomenon. A silhouette, pitch black and defined, swiftly crossing from one side of a stream to the other, only to fade away. This occurrence was swiftly noted by Eric, who brought it to public attention, sparking debates over its possible implications as a sighting of the legendary Bigfoot. The video's clarity, marred by pixelation and low resolution, complicates any attempts at a clear-cut examination, leaving the intrigue open-ended. Shadow Crawler. In a surprising twist, this residential security system has recorded something that might be even more significant. In a startling development captured by a home surveillance system, the video, recorded in the dead of night, initially seems mundane. Yet a second look at the scene near the driveway's parked car unveils a chilling detail. An odd figure, marked by its flowing hair and bizarre, twisting crawl, stands out. The TikTok user who uploaded this footage is left puzzled over the identity of this baffling figure. While one might hope its origins are ordinary, perhaps just an unusual person wandering nearby under the cover of darkness, the possibility that it could represent something beyond our understanding, or from another realm, casts an eerie shadow. Baffling presence. A camera had been placed within an office undergoing renovations when the subsequent events unfolded. The video doesn't provide much detail, except that it was captured by a camera left in an office. I can't offer any explanation, but some viewers suggest it could be a continuous flow of smoke. Yet the manner in which the smoke elegantly spirals out of the office remains unexplained. This situation is indeed strange. But, as always, I'm curious about your opinions. Do you think it's smoke or perhaps something more unusual? Eerie night shift. At 11 p.m., a security guard finds himself alone in a football stadium when he experiences something quite eerie. Raul Arguello captured the ensuing video, facing a frightening encounter. Here's what he recorded.
Bueno, ya son como las 11 de la noche y la tercera vez que estoy escuchando este ruido de mierda. No sé qué está pasando, pero lo quiero grabar ahora para que después me crea la gente, porque esto nunca me pasó y nada, lo quería grabar. No sé yo, estoy podrido, la concha de la lora. Tengo mi linterna, no sé para que empiece la tele. Dios. Puta que te parió. La puta que te parió. Concha de la lora. La concha de la lora. Pero como mierda puede ser que no haya nada hoy. Ya es la tercera vez. Tercera vez. Tercera vez que entro y no hay nada. Dios, me quiero ir. Me quiero ir.
This particular event led Mr. Arguello to resign from his position. It's understandable that anyone might do the same after experiencing such an occurrence. However, the mystery remains. Who or what was interfering with Mr. Arguello? It's possible that air currents were causing the door to swing open and close autonomously. Yet, if that were true, why was there no other movement in the room to suggest the presence of a draft? More puzzling is the nature of what was observed. No clear explanation seems to exist for this phenomenon. But I'll leave the theorizing to you. Room of Secrets. A mother discreetly places a camera in her daughter's room, only to record something unsettling. The footage comes from Leo Lords, the mother, who has recently relocated to a new residence with her young daughter. Since their move, she has observed her daughter engaging with an unseen companion, presumed to be an imaginary friend. While it's common for children to invent such friends, there's an unnerving quality to her daughter's invisible playmate that troubles Leo. Driven by curiosity about her daughter's activities when alone, Leo sets up a camera to continuously record the room. Initially, the camera captures nothing out of the ordinary. However, one evening after dinner, her daughter retreats to her room to interact with her purported imaginary friend, leading to an occurrence that defies explanation. This is the incident that was caught on camera.
Hey guys, this is what the camera picked up, captured, whatever, a couple nights ago. And I'm freaked out. I really don't know what to make of this.
It looks beautiful and funny. What are you guys doing? Do you want to play? Do you want to? Do you want to sleep? Come on, Marcus.
Mysteriously, the door swings open without any visible assistance. Looking both bewildered and frightened, Leo's daughter cautiously exits the room. Adding to the peculiarity, if one pays close attention to the audio of the video, there's a distinct, deep rumbling sound that appears out of thin air, coinciding precisely with the moment the door opens autonomously. Due to these events, Leo can't shake the feeling that the entity responsible for opening the door was also behind the noise. She suspects that her daughter's so-called imaginary friend might be connected to these occurrences. While the exact nature of what happened that night remains unclear, the lingering question is whether they truly captured evidence of something paranormal, or if there's a different explanation altogether. Gym horror. The video displays an individual alone in a gym when they experience something horrifying. Emily Ruiz, who recommended the video, comments, "This footage is unsettling beyond words." The person featured in the clip had retrieved this recording from the gym and shared it with a friend, whose voice can be heard in the footage. Here is what was documented.
Es que pasaron cosas muy extrañas, la madre. Hasta una máquina se movió. Vea. Mira, explíqueme eso,
sí, eso
dos cuerdas y yo qué vas a ver, mamá, y la otra quieta, o sea, no podemos decir que es el aire, ni que hay ventilación, ni nada de esas vainas.
Eso es como
y en plena luz del día, ¿quién dice que estas maricadas pasan en plena luz del día? No, mire, la luz. Mire, mire. Mire. Ahí. Mira eso. Mira eso.
Uy, ¿eso qué pasó? ¿Por qué eso se mueve?
Esa vaina es pesadísima, eso es pesadísimo.
¿Sí?
Sí, parece eso es una energía muy mala.
¡Ay, Dios mío! ¿Qué le pasó?
Mamá, mire.
No, Dios, no, no, eso no es normal.
Sí, yo sé
eso no es normal, no.
Ya sé.
Viewers who have watched the video find themselves deeply disturbed by the eerie encounter. Initially, it appears as though an entity is covertly observing the person in the footage, a detail easily overlooked. Notably, a second camera captured the scene from an alternate viewpoint, revealing that the gym has windows open to the outside. This raises the possibility that wind might have been responsible for the autonomous movement of ropes in the area. Yet, if wind were the cause, other lightweight items, such as a towel positioned on a box, should have also shown movement, but they remain unmoved. While the wind might account for the shifting of a ball, considering the ball is a heavy medicine ball, a mere breeze seems unlikely to cause such movement. Even more perplexing is the sight of the person being forcefully dragged across the floor. One might speculate that the individual could be simulating this action. However, upon detailed inspection, the manner of the drag, abrupt and vigorous, seems nearly impossible to self-produce. This footage leaves room for myriad interpretations, and I invite you to draw your own conclusions. What are your thoughts? If these ghostly encounters chilled your spine, don't vanish like a specter. Hit like, share this spine-tingling footage with your friends, and subscribe for more paranormal investigations. Stay haunted, but safe. Until next time, keep watching the shadows. Unsettling Intrusion. Little Fatima shared a video that we're about to discuss, capturing her family in Indonesia encountering something inexplicable on film. Note that the recording's contents are quite unsettling. The footage shows a family event at home when suddenly, an extraordinary and unexpected figure or object appears in the background. In the video, an uncanny figure seems to hide away from the family gathering. Initially, it might appear as a reflection in the footage, but on closer examination, the figure resembles no one's reflection. What do you think was caught on camera? Feel free to share your thoughts. Ouija Shadows. This eerie footage comes from the TikTok account of Harry McGarry. One day, Harry opted to explore the mysteries of a Ouija board, believing it would lead to no harm. However, a few nights later, he was jolted awake by a surprising and disturbing event.
The deliberate attempt to contact the spirit of a deceased person is known as a seance. But I have a skill you might like.
What the fuck?
Want to try it? Chee-hee! 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 Chee-hee!
On another night, Harry and his partner were roused from their sleep by the odd barking of their dog, Henry, who seemed fixated on the basement door. When Harry went to check what was troubling Henry, the situation quickly spiraled into something far worse.
Hello? Oh my God!
Suddenly, something burst out of the basement, startling Harry and making him back away in alarm. On another occasion, he was disturbed by the repeated opening and closing of a door, the noise coming from the basement. This time, he gathered his courage and descended to investigate the source of these mysterious happenings. The door abruptly stopped moving, and as Harry neared, it swung open, revealing a room engulfed in darkness, as if it were inviting him in. Luckily, he acted quickly and managed to make a rapid retreat. 4 days later, while engrossed in a book, Harry caught something absolutely horrifying on camera. The light bulb shattered, and in moments, a dark silhouette appeared, haunting one of the shadowy rooms. Despite attempts to purify the home, it seemed the disturbances had finally stopped. However, on a particularly ominous night, the sinister presence made its return. What exactly they invited into their home after experimenting with the Ouija board remains a mystery. Is it truly a spectral entity, or merely some form of deception? Once again, I'll leave the judgment up to you. Phantom Frame. Dewey Tiger shared the accompanying photo, taken at a reputedly haunted site in Indonesia known as Luang Suwu. The individual in the picture is positioned inside a shaft beneath the landmark, with an empty room visible in the background. He was certain the room was unoccupied, yet the photo intriguingly suggests otherwise. The photo shows the following details. It appears someone is standing behind the man. Given the room was supposed to be empty, the question arises, who or what could it be? Known for its hauntings, Dewey Tiger suspects the figure might be a ghost or a spectral presence captured on film. However, as is common with such images, this might be a trick of the eye, known as pareidolia, where an inanimate object, like a pipe, is mistaken for a face. Regardless, the appearance of this figure is undeniably eerie. Beyond the storm. The ghost hunter known as Ali Lon finds himself within an abandoned house, situated far from any signs of civilization. Only a few have ventured into this desolate place before him, yet none have experienced anything as extraordinary as what he encounters during his visit. As Ali explores the eerie surroundings, something unexpected occurs.
Bismillah. Allahu Ekber.
It's important to note that it was raining outside during the recording. The strange noises might have been due to the stormy weather. However, what happens as Ali exits the house defies any simple explanation. What he captures on camera might just be the most unsettling encounter he has ever experienced. Ali is unsure what to make of the situation, but one thing most viewers might agree on is that this entity, whether a person or something else, was likely watching him while he was inside. If that isn't chilling, it's hard to say what is. Laughter left behind. In Springfield, Oregon, two friends explore an abandoned mall which they believe to be haunted. Their belief stems from a peculiar occurrence they experience whenever they visit a specific area of the mall. Each time they approach the children's playground within the mall, they hear what sounds like children laughing. They attribute this mysterious laughter to a particular toy ride that, intriguingly, activates and starts emitting laughter sounds as soon as they get near it.
And you just walk out backwards. I will keep a look on them. That's so creepy.
Alright, ghost car, say goodbye. What the f? Oh, I thought I saw somebody. Alright. See, do you hear that? Alright, something is in this mall, guys, and I don't know what it is.
However, the eeriest aspect of this video isn't the toy ride itself, but what transpires shortly after they walk away from it.
Come on, ghost car. Please laugh. Maybe if we don't look at it.
Told you there.
Thank you.
Thank you. There are multiple sets of laughs.
How chilling is this? Could it serve as proof of paranormal activity? Is it possible that the ride is equipped with motion sensors, activating whenever someone gets close? Or might it be that the spirits of children who once frequented this mall are drawn to this particular ride? What are your thoughts on this? Share your opinions. Unseen forces. A dog lies calmly until the following occurs. It becomes evident that the situation is grave when it's not just objects that are being tossed around. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our chilling ghost encounters, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-tingling footage. Stay tuned and keep watching. You never know what might appear on camera next. Echoes of the Unknown. The video depicts an investigation by the Museo del Horror. They travel to an abandoned hospital, reputedly haunted based on several reports. The team streamed their adventure live on YouTube, claiming that no one else should have had access to the place that night. As they began their session, the night began with intriguing noises in the distance.
Era para gente de mucho dinero. Era para... Uy.
¿Quién es? ¿Es en serio? ¿Puedes hablar? Fue un lamento. Alguien se quejó.
María Ramírez, muchas gracias.
They could hear the moaning of a woman, adding to the creepy atmosphere. These strange noises echoed through different hallways, and as they continued their exploration, they encountered several more unexplained noises.
Escucharon un grito. Porque siento que nos están perdiendo.
As they proceeded further into the building, their camera captured something truly bizarre on the left side. It seemed as if a piece of cloth was being pulled towards the left side, leading some to believe it was an apparition stuck in the hospital. If not, what other explanation could there be? Perhaps it was just a regular piece of cloth that had been jammed there and was released by a breeze or some other force. Throughout the night, they encountered many more strange sightings and occurrences, making it worth checking out the entire investigation yourself. Ghostly silhouette. Banyo Paranormal embarked on an exploration of an abandoned bunker nestled in the depths of a nearby forest. This location, with its heightened eeriness, stood out even among other unsettling sights he had explored. Despite 2 prior visits filled with odd sounds echoing from deserted rooms, he had yet to uncover concrete evidence of any supernatural occurrences. While wandering through the silent, resonant halls, a growing sense of disquiet washed over him.
Like, you know, we just can't explain it by anything. By anything. But no. Okay, that I saw it moving and I just completely. Okay, so yeah,
Just as Banyo Paranormal decided to exit the bunker, his camera inadvertently captured an anomaly at the corridor's end, seemingly unnoticed by him at the moment.
I have to go for my stuff, so.
The footage shows a vague, dark shape looming into view, which is intriguing given the bunker's supposed emptiness. Vanyo had thoroughly examined the site, leading him to believe he was alone. Could there have been an unnoticed intruder, or is the indistinct form something unexplained? The details of this shadowy figure are obscure. This incident marks Vanyo Paranormal's first recording of such an event in this location, igniting speculation about its paranormal nature. Future updates from his investigations are eagerly awaited for more insights. The Cursed Doll. In this video, Jay is relaxing in his living room when his attention is drawn to an unusual doll perched on a high shelf. Upon closer inspection, he becomes increasingly unnerved by his discovery. Jay recounts that he acquired the doll from a thrift store where it was curiously hidden away, while other similar dolls were on display. This concealment raised suspicions about the doll, perhaps due to beliefs that it was cursed or haunted. Having had the doll in his home for over a year, Jay's conviction grows that there's something extraordinary about it. A chilling moment is caught on camera as he spends time in the living room with his child, reinforcing his suspicions that the doll might be possessed or cursed. The footage leaves viewers anxious and curious about what Jay recorded and the true nature of the doll.
I think I can see it on here. Hold on. Now it's stopped. Oh, wait, there it is. See if she moves. There it is.
The footage takes a turn reminiscent of a horror film when the doll eerily begins to tilt its head towards the camera, seemingly aware it's being recorded. Jay watches in horror and disbelief as the doll moves independently. Though frightened, he feels a sense of validation, having long attempted to document this phenomenon. This sinister movement convinces many viewers of the doll's haunting. Whether this is a manifestation of the paranormal or there is a logical explanation remains a subject of debate. To this day, the mystery behind the doll's movement continues to puzzle and intrigue, leaving the question unresolved. Hallway hauntings. On March 11, 2023, a video from an undisclosed hotel hallway shows a lone woman walking into the desolately quiet corridor. The camera captures something unusual, though the exact details aren't specified. Found online without a known origin, the footage is disconcerting, prompting viewers to ponder the spooky incident that occurred in that hallway. The video reveals a sequence of bizarre happenings in the hotel corridor. A plant inexplicably topples over as if pushed by an invisible hand, and the woman's hair is abruptly swept forward, as if by a mysterious gust of wind. These events visibly alarm the woman. Before these incidents, some viewers point out another odd occurrence. As the woman steps into the hallway and just before the plant falls, a faint, unidentifiable shadow briefly emerges and then vanishes. This shadow doesn't appear to be cast by the woman and disappears while she is still in view. The enigmatic shadow, followed by the other peculiar events, fuels speculation among viewers that perhaps a supernatural presence or force is at play. Nonetheless, like many videos of its kind, this one remains an enigma, open to diverse interpretations and conjectures. Thanks for watching our spine-tingling ghost encounters. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eerie, ghostly videos. Stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled. You never know what might be caught on camera next. Phantom Portal. During an investigation at North Country Brewing Pub in Slippery Rock, PA, known for its ghostly tales, Iron City Paranormal captured an intriguing video. They had set up motion-activated trail cameras around the old pub, each programmed to record for 11 seconds when motion is detected. The clip they shared seemingly shows a door opening on its own in the background. The investigating team assures that none of their members were responsible for the door's movement. However, it's important to keep an open mind and not jump to supernatural conclusions immediately. This occurrence certainly adds to the mystery of the place. Ouija fright. In a video that's gaining attention, Brandon Costa shares his unsettling experience right outside his bedroom. Disturbed by strange noises, Brandon grabbed his phone to record what was happening. The footage he captured left him deeply troubled. He connects this eerie incident to his recent use of a Ouija board, suspecting it has paranormal roots. The whole experience has left Brandon feeling very shaken.
¡Ay, cabrón! No manches. ¿Qué era eso? No. Ay, no manches.
A particularly chilling moment is captured. A face suddenly appears, looking in at Brandon before disappearing. Adding to the eeriness is his bedroom door closing on its own. This strange event, following Brandon's interaction with the Ouija board, may not be entirely unexpected to some viewers, but it certainly makes for a spine-tingling encounter. Crib haunting. This video, while short on specifics, is quite revealing. It captures a moment where a child is sound asleep in their crib, only for a strange event to occur. Interestingly, this happens at 3:33 am, a time often thought to be significant, with differing views on its implications. We see the child abruptly wake up, stand up quickly, and stare intently at something unseen in the darkness. Then, unexpectedly, either a toy or a music box begins to play by itself. Adding to the intrigue, the crib starts shaking without any visible cause. The video ends without offering any explanation, and its origin is unknown. This leaves viewers to ponder and decide for themselves what might have happened that night. Creepy campfire. In this video, a content creator is next to a campfire at his campsite in Fairy Lake, Quebec, at a late hour not specified. Curious about sounds in the distance, he sets out to investigate, walking through the dark forest with just his flashlight for light.
Let's see how this place looks like without any lights. Pitch black. Imagine being out here. This is one of the creepiest forests I've ever been. And I'll be spending the night here. I'm not sure if you guys ever seen the Blair Witch Project, but damn, this is just giving me Blair Witch Project vibes.
Soon after, he comments on the resemblance of the scene to the Blair Witch Project. And then something unexpected happens.
Oh, fuck. Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here.
A piercing voice comes from the shadows of the woods, repeatedly saying, "I see you, I see you." The voice sounds like it could be a child. The person filming considers the possibility of it being another camper, but he remarks that he has never seen anyone else in these woods on his previous visits. He also points out how strange and unnerving it would be for another camper to shout out like that in the woods, given the fear it could cause. In the end, the man gets back to his campsite safely, not hearing the mysterious voice again. Snowy suspicion. A recent episode on the YouTube channel, Asleep 5 Decades, highlights yet another unexpected event during car camping. In this episode, Lisa, who camps in her van nicknamed the Dream Machine, experiences a startling encounter. Around 4:30 a.m., while deeply asleep, she is suddenly awakened by a series of knocks on her van, specifically near where her head is. The knocking pattern is distinctive, 3 separate sets, each consisting of 3 knocks. Upon hearing the 3rd series of knocks, Lisa quickly grabs her phone to record what's happening.
Somebody's back here again. I hear footprints. Hello? How can I help you? It's 4:30 in the morning. I don't feel safe. Who are you?
The person outside the van is heard saying, "I have a question for you." The notion of someone approaching a woman's van in the early hours of the morning, knowing she's inside, and saying this is quite alarming. Lisa cautiously looks out from her van and spots a car with its headlights on, parked a distance down the road. This car likely belongs to the person knocking.
So I quietly got up and I went to the front and I peeked out and parked way up on the drive. All I could see is like headlights, and then they backed out and went and left.
The video shows the uncertainty of whether anyone else is in the car. The next morning, Lisa finds large boot prints in the snow right outside her van. It appears the person may have tried to open her van but found it locked. Fortunately, Lisa had secured her doors. After such an incident, it's generally wise for anyone in a similar situation to get in the driver's seat and move to a different location. Thankfully, in Lisa's case, the situation did not escalate further. The child's plea. While exploring the notorious Hotel Posada del Sol, famed for its eerie ambience, YouTuber Crisil Luna and her companion venture into what she dubs the zone of universal fear. As they navigate a bend in the path, they stumble upon an unsettling scene, a makeshift memorial adorned with a chilling doll.
Estoy haciendo una exploración. Ahí está el altar. Ven la luz, por favor, una luz. Acércate, acércate, acércate.
Vean.
Este es el altar. Dios mío, ¿quién puede dejar estas cosas?
Drawn by curiosity, they moved closer to the memorial, scrutinizing it carefully. It appeared to honor a young girl who had tragically passed away in that exact location. As they delved deeper, this melancholic revelation gradually unraveled.
Dulces en honor a la niña que dicen que se perdió aquí.
As they proceeded with their exploration, Chris L. sensed a presence approaching.
Además lo encontraron. Ay, atrás, atrás. Ay, que se cayó agua del techo. Cayó agua del techo, Chris.
The dimly lit hallways seemed to intensify the air of mystery.
Escucha. Escucha. ¿Quién está ahí? Ay, no, vámonos, vámonos, vámonos.
In the midst of the spooky ambience, a mysterious noise broke the quiet, causing them to shudder. Despite this, Chris L. continued forward, soon confronted by another enigmatic
De
sound.
verdad me siento perdida. Escucha, 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 escucha. Por acá, por acá, por acá. Por acá, por acá. Vamos a ver qué hay. Está escuchando, está escuchando. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ¿dónde estás?
This time, it was the sound of a child's voice, soft yet clear, uttering a plea. Please.
Ay, ay, ay. ¿Dónde? ¡Ah! ¡Lo viste, lo viste, lo viste!
Did you hear that? A child's voice echoing in the shadows. Shortly afterward, Chris L. glimpsed a small figure, affirming the existence of a supernatural presence.
Ay, Dios.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso?
Attempts to communicate, however, were met with evident frustration from the entity.
Escucha. Ay, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames. Ay, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames. ¿Quién es?
Subsequently, a distinct voice surfaced, clearly different from that of the child. Despite the eerie experiences, it became apparent that the spirit of the young girl appeared to be confined to that location. Let's hope it's not coexisting with something more sinister. Thanks for joining our paranormal journey. If you've enjoyed, like, share, and subscribe for more ghostly mysteries. Hit the bell to stay updated. Stay curious and courageous as we delve into the unexplained. What will we uncover next? Of the 1863 battle. Aiming to capture evidence of ghostly activities, Ballinger strategically placed his camera at several spots around Gettysburg. One significant location was about a mile from the triangular field near Wheatfield Road, where he set his camera on a dirt trail. The footage he recorded was startlingly unnerving. a number of ghostly figures appear, moving smoothly from right to left across the path. These apparitions, distinctively clad in Civil War attire, become clearer on closer inspection. Viewers have speculated that these images might represent a residual haunting, a concept where energy from a past event is seemingly etched into the surroundings, almost like a historical playback. Residual hauntings are often associated with locations that have witnessed intense emotional or traumatic events. What are your views on this subject? Feel free to discuss in the comments section. The Unseen Visitor. Let's explore the eerie experiences of Marvin Caguas, as shared on his channel. Marvin mentions that his house has been a hotspot for paranormal occurrences, but it wasn't until recently that he felt the urge to document these events. In a recent video, he narrates an incident where a toy belonging to his niece mysteriously activates on its own, compelling him to grab his camera and investigate downstairs. Let's check out the footage.
Alvin. Funny anymore, man. Fuck, dude.
We see the toy inexplicably spring to life, as if triggered by an unseen presence. This prompts Marvin to conduct a thorough search of his home.
Alvin.
The house seems tranquil. However, pay attention as Marvin re-enters the dining room. He discovers the chandelier swinging by itself, with no one around to have caused it. Alarmed, he swiftly leaves the room, and the video abruptly ends there. In a subsequent video, the mysterious occurrences in Marvin's home escalate. He explains, "I was using the night vision feature on the Xbox One, and on reviewing the footage, I noticed a figure that looks like it's enveloped in mist in the upper right corner of the screen. I hadn't seen it while recording."
Right now it's completely dark in this house right now. All you can basically see is my Xbox One controller. Now I'm gonna switch on the night vision for you guys. As you can see, it lights up the whole room. It's actually a pretty cool feature. I don't know if they have an app for this or whatnot, but they also have this version of the camera. I don't know what it is. I think it's either infrared or something like that. And then back to dark. As you can see, all you can see is my Xbox controller. Back to night vision. It's actually
a peculiar shadowy figure is visible in the top right corner of the living room, ascending towards the ceiling. This shadow doesn't align with Marvin's movements, making its origin baffling. Marvin and his family are convinced that this shadowy figure is the entity moving objects around in their house. Do you believe this could be an authentic haunting? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Chilling frame. This fascinating video surfaced online in March 2019, and while specific details are limited, the content of the footage is enthralling. It captures a moment during a video call between two individuals, where one of them notices something deeply frightening.
I'm video recording him. Wait, I just seen something. Okay, really?
It may initially be challenging to spot, but upon closer inspection and slowing down the footage, an ominous detail emerges. There appears to be a figure dressed in a hooded sweatshirt, standing alarmingly close to him. Remarkably, As the camera angle shifts upwards, this figure disappears in seconds, leaving no sign of her presence. Whether this is an encounter with a supernatural entity or just a spine-chilling brush with an enigmatic person, it certainly sends shivers down the spine. Eerie Exploration. Rochelle G. shared a chilling video from her visit to an abandoned house known for its sorrowful past. The house was previously owned by the Evinrudes, a couple whose lives were abruptly ended by a home invasion. Initially, the family kept the house unsold in memory of the couple, but later rented it out. Tenants, however, reported unnerving experiences like sudden temperature drops and shadowy figures peering through windows, eventually driving them away. The house has been deserted ever since, up until Rochelle's daring exploration. Hoping to capture the rumored paranormal activity, she inadvertently records a disturbing sight on her camera. During her exploration, Rochelle unknowingly captures a very creepy occurrence. It's easy to miss, so viewers should watch closely. A brief but alarming moment is caught as Rochelle turns her camera toward the door. A shadowy outline, similar to a hand, quickly appears and then disappears behind the doorway. Despite her search, Rochelle discovers nothing unusual in the vicinity. This spooky incident took place in the exact spot where Mrs. Evinrude's body was discovered. There's speculation about whether this was an apparition of Mrs. Evinrude or perhaps a squatter secretly observing Rochelle. The mystery deepens because the space has no apparent exit. Understandably frightened by this experience, Rochelle has resolved not to revisit the abandoned property. The unexplained appearance. A viewer shared a video that captured an unusual incident in front of their house at night. Their home security camera, specifically a Ring camera, recorded an odd object that seemed to suddenly appear from nowhere and then vanished just as inexplicably. The video is intriguing, showing a moment where the camera malfunctions, freezing on a single image for almost an hour. With no other discernible objects near the street pole, this has led to speculations of a paranormal event. Although it might be easy to write off as a camera glitch or something explainable, the actual essence of that night's event remains a mystery. The hidden face. Ryan shared a video by a mother who frequently records herself and her daughter engaging in playful activities and rituals in their apartment. Despite not taking these rituals seriously, there's an unnerving twist to their videos as their apartment appears to be haunted. In one particular video, while the daughter was recording her mother performing a ritual, they captured something disturbing without initially realizing it. Several viewers have noticed what seems like a sinister face lurking in a dark closet in the background. This has sparked debate over whether the video captures a real paranormal occurrence or if it's simply a clever setup. Although there's always a chance that the video might have been staged, its unsettling quality also opens up the possibility of a paranormal explanation. What's your take on this? Did that ghostly sighting give you chills? If so, hit like, share with your bravest friends, and subscribe for more ghostly encounters. Stay tuned for our next adventure into the unknown, where we'll keep seeking out the spookiest sightings caught on camera. Experiences with different shadow entities. He has encountered flickering lights, doors mysteriously opening and closing, and even captured the glowing eyes of an unidentified entity while being alone at home. In one particularly chilling instance, he succeeded in capturing both entities in the same video. Here's the footage he recorded.
Hey everyone, so here's a little bit more layout of the house. This is the room where primarily everything's been happening.
Upon stepping into the room, an unusual wheezing sound becomes perceptible. Viewers speculate that the sound emanated from the shadowy figure in the corner. Shortly after he notices the entity, the door autonomously swings open. He swiftly pans back to the left, only to find the shadowy figure has disappeared. In response to this encounter, he installs multiple stationary cameras around the house for further investigation. Several nights later, while he sleeps, the bedroom camera captures the following. As he sleeps, the camera captures a shadowy figure appearing to materialize from the ceiling. If this wasn't unsettling enough to give him nightmares, what he captured on his hallway camera certainly added to his unease. During the 2-hour duration, the video unmistakably captures the appearance of a female figure with dark hair materializing on the distant wall. Is his residence truly haunted, or is this merely a prank for TikTok? It's up to you to decide. Night terrors. In the early 2000s, a video was made by a group of young men who claimed to have moved into a haunted apartment building. They reported eerie noises during the night and movements of boxes in the attic above their room. They also heard a woman's cries, leaving them so scared they needed a nightlight to sleep. When the disturbances recurred, they decided to record the events. One of the men left his camcorder in the attic, hoping to record the mysterious occurrences. footage shows numerous objects being hurled to the floor. When the man returned to get his camera, he felt the attic door mysteriously close behind him.
Oh my God.
The video captures a frightening scene at the attic's end, prompting him to quickly reopen the stairs and flee. The camera appears to have again recorded a chilling face. This raises the question, could this be the ghost tied to the apartment? The man wondered if past rituals in the apartment might be behind the strange activities and his terrifying experience. It was, without a doubt, a terrifying experience. Haunting at home. On February 10, 2023, a Reddit post caught attention, shared by a mother of a 2-year-old boy. She often stays awake at night due to her son's restless sleep. Each time her son stirs, she receives an alert from their security camera. After calming him and putting him back to bed, she has a routine of reviewing the camera footage to see what might have woken him. One night, she was stunned by what she saw in the video. Watch this segment and judge for yourself. If you look carefully, you'll see something unusual. The child's ear begins to move as if it's being pulled by unseen hands, a detail the camera did not initially make clear. The child glances around in confusion, searching for someone or something behind him, but the room appears empty. Is this an instance of the supernatural? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments. Unseen Pursuer. The unfortunate voyage began with a group navigating a dark, dirt road at night, a choice that soon became regrettable. A widely viewed online video shows a group of friends driving through a forest when they suddenly encounter a mysterious presence.
क्या है यहाँ पे? भाई? भाई? ओए ओए भाई? वो आ गया अरे यार वो भाई इसलिए मैंने आपको मना किया था इस रास्ते से रहने दो आज भाई हम दो भाई हैं.
In the video, a figure clad in black is seen walking in an odd manner, raising questions about its nature and causing a tense, unnerving mood among the group.
भाई इसको टांगे देखो टांगे हमें रास्ता दो हम आपको परेशान नहीं कर रहे यही आपको बोल रहा था भाई यार कसम से बता रहा हूँ यार मैं आपको ये क्या कर रही है ये क्या कर रही है अपनी तरफ आएगी वो.
The figure momentarily stops, chilling the car's occupants to the bone. The tension escalates rapidly, and their apprehension is about to be confirmed.
अपनी साइड आ रही है ओ भाई पीछे खा यार मैंने गाड़ी चल खाई मैंने चल भाई यार.
In the subsequent scenes, as the figure suddenly moves towards them at a startling speed, the petrified group is left with no option but to hurriedly reverse into the enveloping darkness. Paranormal Puzzle. Is it possible that a spooky event from the past, still echoing in your mind, might be related to this supernatural story shared by a Redditor, describes an odd occurrence caught on a security camera, a puzzle that remains unsolved even now. Viewers should be aware that in this recording, the audio and visual elements are out of sync. It shows a tray falling to the floor, but interestingly, the sound happens after the tray is seen falling. This mismatch adds a sense of unease to the footage. Adding to the intrigue, some viewers, after examining the comments, suggest that the behavior of a dog, seen in its cage near a high chair, might indicate a paranormal event. The story focuses on the dog's startled reaction and the suddenness of the crash, fostering a sense of real fear and uncertainty. Interestingly, those in the comments who believe in the supernatural are inclined to interpret the dog's behavior as an indication of something otherworldly occurring. This narrative leaves viewers pondering the enigmatic connection between the unexplained incident and the dog's alarmed reaction. Thanks for joining us on this eerie journey. If you were thrilled by these ghostly encounters, hit like, share, and subscribe for more. Stay brave, keep watching, and remember, the next chilling discovery could be just a click away. Take an unexpected turn. This video is a classic example of such an occurrence. Stuffed toy mysteriously moves on its own, yet initially, none of the participants seem to notice. However, later in the footage, someone finally spots the movement. While the authenticity of such events is often debated, viewers generally agree that it's safer to avoid Ouija boards, as most recordings typically show unintended consequences. But, as always, opinions vary. What are your thoughts on this? The Cursed Mansion. In the cover of night, a solitary man ventures into a forsaken house. He navigates the space with deliberate caution, aware of the building's peculiar past. The local district, citing safety concerns, has forbidden entry to this place, and for valid reasons. The house, known for its unsettling aura, was once the residence of an elderly man who lived out his final years in solitude. What's remarkable is that he was the sole occupant of this expansive property, filled with enigmatic artifacts and numerous rooms. However, the most bizarre aspects emerged posthumously. Neighbors have reported seeing shadow-like figures loitering near the second-floor windows and hearing the eerie sound of children's laughter at night. With these ominous accounts in mind, the man proceeds with heightened vigilance, half expecting to encounter something unexplainable. As he explores, a startling event soon unfolds. Suddenly, a small golden statue topples over, catching the man off guard. He stops to ponder the cause of this unexpected event, scanning the surroundings for any possible explanation. Yet nothing seems amiss. It's unnerving how the statue fell seemingly by itself. The eeriness escalates when he decides to further explore the house, venturing upstairs. To capture a broader perspective, he sets up a second camera to record the entire upper floor. It's during this setup that something even more startling is captured. In a brief sequence of frames, a diminutive silhouette appears against the wall. The man only noticed this peculiar sighting after reviewing the footage. Had he seen it during his initial exploration, it's widely believed by viewers that he would have swiftly exited the premises. This shadowy figure, whatever it might be, clearly unnerved him upon later viewing. However, it's the subsequent discovery that compels him to immediately leave the house. While exploring the second floor, he encounters several rooms that are inexplicably locked, adding to the house's mysterious and unsettling atmosphere. Here's what he captured during this tense moment. If the self-opening door wasn't eerie enough, what follows intensifies the creepiness. As the man enters, the door slams shut behind him, as if forcefully closed by an unseen entity. Panicking, he rushes to the door, only to find it locked. Then, inexplicably, it unlocks, prompting him to flee immediately. In his haste, he fails to capture the rest of the incident, as the camera stops recording. However, just before the recording ends, something truly spine-chilling is captured. As the camera briefly pans to the room he had just escaped from, a dark figure is visible inside. It seems to stand there, silently watching the man's hurried departure. The realization that this presence was likely in the room with him leaves him deeply disturbed. Little is known about what transpired afterwards, but one thing seems certain. The man is unlikely to revisit that place anytime soon. Mysterious movements. In the realm of supernatural occurrences, Tales involving dolls stand out for their eerie nature. A striking instance of this is showcased in a recent upload by Zombie66 on YouTube. Initially, the video was meant to be a simple demonstration of cup stacking. However, it inadvertently captured something far more bizarre and unexplainable. Concerned by this unexpected twist, the uploader has since relocated the doll to a distant barn. Those watching the video are encouraged to observe the background minutely, as it holds subtle yet spine-chilling elements that contribute to the video's overall eerie atmosphere. In a video originally meant to display impressive cup stacking, an unexpected and frightening twist occurs. The camera, quite by chance, captures a doll moving by itself, a detail that went unnoticed during the filming. It was only upon reviewing the footage that this unnerving event was discovered, leaving a lasting impression of disturbance on those who witnessed it. This video stands out on the channel as a unique instance of supposed supernatural activity, which could suggest authenticity. If the intent were to fabricate such phenomena for increased viewership, one would expect a series of similar videos, which isn't the case here. What's your perspective on this eerie occurrence? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. Unexplained presence. At around 1:00 a.m., a truck driver found himself on a seldom-traveled road. This route has a notorious reputation for being perilous, with a history of numerous accidents, some of which were sadly fatal. These frequent mishaps have led to a belief that the road is somehow cursed, sparking debates about its closure. However, like the driver in this incident, many don't have the luxury of choosing an alternative path and must traverse this ominous road. On the night of August 18th, 2023, Gaston Rodriguez and his fellow driver were navigating this very road. To alleviate the eerie atmosphere, they were listening to upbeat music. It was during this time that they unexpectedly recorded something quite unsettling. As the truck ventured down the road, a fleeting figure was captured on camera, darting across the dirt path before abruptly vanishing. Initially, neither driver noticed this enigmatic presence during their journey. However, upon reviewing the footage later, they found themselves deeply unnerved by what they saw. The figure emerged seemingly from nowhere and disappeared just as mysteriously, adding to the intrigue of the moment. Given the road's notorious history, marked by fatal accidents, some speculate that the figure might be the lingering spirit of a past victim. The nature of this apparition, ghostly or otherwise, remains a mystery. The footage, intriguing in its own right, raises questions about the figure's sudden disappearance. As with many such videos, a concrete explanation for what was caught on camera remains elusive. I gotta tell you about something that happened to me recently. It's got me all freaked out, and I need to get it off my chest. So, here goes nothing. I live in this old farmhouse out in the countryside, surrounded by fields and forests. It's peaceful most of the time, but lately things have been feeling kinda off. It all started a few weeks ago, when I started hearing strange noises coming from the attic. At first, I thought it was just the house settling or maybe some animals getting in. But the noises were different, like whispers, just barely audible, echoing through the rafters. I tried to ignore it, but the whispers grew louder, more insistent. They seemed to follow me everywhere, haunting me day and night. I started to feel like I was losing my mind, like the walls were closing in around me. And then came the dreams, vivid, unsettling dreams that left me feeling drained and disoriented. I'd wake up in a cold sweat, my heart pounding in my chest, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. Things only got worse from there. Objects started moving on their own, doors slamming shut when there was no one else around. I'd catch glimpses of shadows out of the corner of my eye, fleeting and indistinct, but unmistakably there. I tried to tell myself it was just my imagination, that I was letting my fears get the best of me. But deep down, I knew something wasn't right. There was a presence in the house, something dark and malevolent, and it was growing stronger by the day. I knew I had to do something, but I didn't know where to start. I tried researching online, looking for answers, but everything I found just made me more confused and scared. And then, just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, I found it. An old diary hidden away in a forgotten corner of the attic. The pages were yellowed with age, the ink faded and barely legible, but as I read through them, a chill ran down my spine. The diary belonged to the original owner of the farmhouse, a woman named Sarah who had lived here over 100 years ago. She wrote about strange occurrences in the house, whispers in the night, shadows lurking in the darkness. She spoke of a presence, something ancient and malevolent, that had driven her to the brink of madness. As I read her words, I realized that whatever was haunting this house had been here for a long time, longer than I could even imagine. And now it was coming for me. I don't know what to do, to be honest. I'm scared, more scared than I've ever been in my life. But I can't just sit back and let this thing consume me. I have to find a way to stop it before it's too late. As the first rays of dawn crept through the curtains, I finally mustered the courage to peel myself out of bed. Every creak of the floorboards felt like an ominous warning, as if the slightest noise would summon that shadowy presence back into my room. I stumbled into the kitchen, the events of the night still fresh in my mind. The scratching, the figure, it all replayed in my head like a nightmare on a loop. I poured myself a cup of coffee, hoping the warmth would chase away the chill that still lingered in my bones. As I sat at the kitchen table, trying to make sense of what had happened, my mind raced with possibilities. Was it a ghost? A figment of my imagination? Or something far more sinister lurking in the darkness? I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched, that every shadow held a hidden threat. The once familiar comfort of my home now felt like a prison, trapping me with unseen terrors. I needed answers, closure, anything to put my mind at ease. With trembling hands, I reached for my phone and began to search the internet for any clue that could explain what had happened to me. Hours passed as I delved deeper into the realm of the supernatural, poring over forums and articles in search of similar experiences. But the more I read, the more my unease grew. Tales of malevolent spirits and demonic entities danced across the screen, each one more chilling than the last. I tried to push the fear aside, to convince myself that there had to be a rational explanation for what I had witnessed. But deep down, a nagging doubt lingered, whispering that I was not alone in my home. As night fell once again, I found myself dreading the inevitable descent into darkness. Every creak of the floorboards sent shivers down my spine. Every flicker of movement out of the corner of my eye filled me with dread. I barricaded myself in my room, the faint glow of my phone, the only source of comfort in the oppressive darkness. But even that small beacon of light offered little solace against the encroaching shadows. Time seemed to lose all meaning as I sat there, trapped in my own personal purgatory. The minutes stretched into hours, each one dragging me further into the depths of despair. And then, just when I thought I couldn't bear it any longer, I heard it, the scratching. Faint at first, like a whisper on the wind, but steadily growing louder with each passing moment. I held my breath, my heart pounding in my chest as I awaited the inevitable. The figure emerged from the darkness, its form twisted and contorted in ways that defied description. I wanted to scream, to flee, but my body refused to obey. I was paralyzed, trapped in a waking nightmare with no means of escape. The figure drew closer, its eyes burning with a malevolent intensity that sent terror coursing through my veins. I could feel its presence looming over me, a suffocating weight pressing down on my chest. And then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, the figure vanished, leaving me alone in the darkness once more. I lay there for what felt like an eternity, too afraid to move, too afraid to even blink. But as the first light of dawn crept through the curtains, I knew that my ordeal was far from over. For something had awakened within me, a primal instinct that screamed of danger lurking just beyond the edge of perception. And as I stared into the abyss, I knew that whatever had visited me that night was only the beginning of a far greater horror yet to come. But for now, all I could do was wait, trapped in a nightmare from which there was no waking. I've been wanting to share something that's been weighing on my mind lately. It's about this old house I used to live in, and some seriously spooky stuff that went down there. Buckle up, 'cause this one's a wild ride. So, a couple of years back, I moved into this charming little cottage out in the countryside. It was picturesque, with ivy climbing up the walls and a big old oak tree in the yard. Perfect, right? Well, not exactly. From the moment I stepped foot inside, I could sense there was something off about the place. It was like the air was heavy with, I dunno, sadness. Yeah, sadness is the word, but I brushed it off as me being paranoid, yeah no. Anyway, things started getting weird pretty quick. At first, it was just little things, like objects moving on their own or strange shadows darting across the walls. Easy to ignore, right? But then the noises started. Late at night, when I was all alone, I hear these whispers echoing through the halls. It was like someone, or something, was trying to communicate with me. Freaky, right? But it gets worse. I started having these dreams, or maybe they were more like nightmares. I'd see flashes of people I didn't recognize, trapped in the walls of the house. Their faces were twisted in agony, like they were screaming for help. And then I'd wake up, drenched in sweat, my heart pounding like a jackhammer. I tried telling myself it was just my imagination running wild, but deep down, I knew something wasn't right. There was a darkness in that house, a darkness that seemed to seep into every crack and crevice. I started doing some digging, trying to uncover the history of the place. Turns out, the cottage had a pretty grim past, something about a family who lived there years ago and disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Spooky, huh? Armed with this newfound knowledge, I decided to confront whatever was haunting the house. I gathered up some candles, a Ouija board, you know, all the essentials, and prepared to face my fears head-on. That night, as the clock struck midnight, I lit the candles and set up the Ouija board in the living room. I called out to the spirits, daring them to show themselves. And boy, did they deliver. The air grew icy cold, and the candles flickered as if caught in a breeze. And then, out of the darkness, they came, the shadows of the past, reaching out to me from the other side. I could feel their pain, their anguish, as if it were my own. But instead of being afraid, I felt, I dunno, liberated, like I'd finally confronted the demons that had been tormenting me for so long. And as quickly as they had appeared, the shadows faded away, leaving me alone in the darkness. From that day on, the whispers stopped, the shadows disappeared, and the nightmares, well, they became a thing of the past. I don't know what happened that night, or if I'll ever fully understand it, But one thing's for sure, I'll never forget the haunting memories of that old cottage. I was 16 and my parents were out of town for the night. As any teen given such an opportunity, I decided to have a little party and movie night with a few friends. I remember a strange soft clicking over the landline when I was calling my friends, but I soon forgot about it while hunting for snacks. Just as I was dumping a bag of chips in a bowl, the phone rang again. "Dude, just bring the goriest one," I said as soon as I picked up the phone, thinking it was my indecisive friend bringing the DVD. "Hi, I'm calling from Felix Insurance. May I speak to an adult?" A male voice said. "I'm an adult and I don't want any." I awkwardly lied and ended the call. This time, the clicking sound was also missing. Either way, my friends arrived and it was all good. During the intermission of the horror movie, I went to get more popcorn but found the big window in the downstairs bedroom was wide open. Clicking my tongue, I closed it, nearly sneezing from the sharp chemical smell from outside. Closing the window didn't really help, so I left the door open and went on my way. By midnight, my friends left and I got to cleaning up since my parents were to arrive early in the morning. At least it was the weekend so I could sleep in. I looked around when that same chemical smell irritated my nose. I leaned closer to the kitchen window that was open a crack, but the night air was cool and fresh. Was the smell coming from inside the house? I worriedly headed for the spare bedroom, hoping it wasn't some dumb prank my friends did during one of their bathroom breaks. There was no smell in that bedroom anymore. I stood confused when the sound of boots passing right outside the room made me whirl around. I dashed outside to check, but of course there was no one. The horror movie was probably messing with my mind already. Back in the kitchen, I was drying up the big plastic bowl when I felt that I wasn't alone. Nervously, I looked up at the window and caught the reflection of a big, strong figure quietly approaching me from behind. The chemical smell was very sharp now, and it dawned on me that it was emitting from the intruder. I'm not sure where I got the courage, but I slammed the bowl right in the intruder's face and dashed for it. He tried to grab me, but I dodged, hitting my shin in the dining table as I ran out the house. The neighbors called the cops for me, but the perpetrator was gone. It was also revealed that our phone line was being tapped. A chemical factory worker who was wanted for robbing homes in the area was later caught, but to this day, I still triple-check all locks and windows of my home. I work at a call center and get off very late in the night. On my drive home, all I wanted to do was to get to my bed and sleep well into the afternoon. It was around 2 in the morning when I got home. Within seconds of laying down, I was sound asleep in my bedroom. I jolted awake from one of those dreams with a loud bang sound, my mind telling me that it had been no dream. I looked at the window, but it was still dark out, perhaps near dawn. However, before I could go back to sleep again, I noticed light peeking from under my bedroom door. I never slept with lights on in the house. I slowly sat up, but nervousness kept me from getting off the bed. I did have the sense to grab my phone off the side table, being as quiet as possible. While I was internally debating my sudden paranoia, my very breath halted, hearing soft thumps somewhere in the house. Footsteps. There was someone in my home. My heartbeat was almost on par with these footsteps as I dialed the police. I had the sense to lower the sound so the operator's voice wouldn't echo in the quiet house. Tick, tick, tick. This weird sound came from outside, the intruder coming upstairs. This ticking came in breaks, 6 ticks, then 6 softer ones, only to repeat again. With my dry as sand mouth, I managed to whisper to the operator. She was asking me for further details when I clearly heard this ticking and footsteps approaching my bedroom door. I dashed towards it and slammed against it just as the intruder also tried to rush in, now aware that I was awake. Hearing a man's grunt, I put all my weight against the door that seemed too flimsy just then. "There's an intruder in my home. Hurry." I yelled at the operator and then rattled off my address twice. The man managed to push open the door, a sliver and jammed in one gloved hand. He was holding a box cutter, pushing the blade out with those ticks. I screamed at the operator that he was armed as I tried to hurt his arm with the door. The man blindly slashed at me as I stayed as far from his reach as possible, banging against the door. "Leave it." Another female voice came from downstairs, an angry hiss. I was barely surviving against one, but now there were two. With an annoyed grunt, the man trying to stab me backed off, and I heard the duo's hasty escape. I slumped down by my closed door, too afraid to open it. My neighbor's CCTV caught the two intruders, but they were wearing dark clothes with full masks, so the cops had nothing to go on. In the end, the duo stole some valuables from me, but at least left me alive, albeit with lifelong paranoia. I now sleep with a sharp knife under my pillow in case they ever change their mind and come back. This happened to me 3 years ago when I was living alone for a few months. My roommates had moved out, and I was hoping to have some me time before looking for new roommates, hopefully people who went to the same university as me. It was a simple house with the kitchen and lounge connected and a long hallway that led to 3 bedrooms with their own bathrooms. The backyard also connected to the woods, just a lousy fence creating a boundary. I was at home that day, checking my emails, and mostly wasting time on Netflix. I had put my phone on silent since some weirdo woman kept calling me, offering to be my roommate. Every time I asked the woman how she got my number or even knew I needed roommates, she only ever said that she was in the same social circle as me. It was a stormy day, and I was systematically checking all the windows when I paused at the kitchen window overlooking the woods behind the house. "What the?" I mumbled and squinted at the boar, peeking out from some bushes. In all my years living there, I had never seen a wild boar in these woods, yet here was one. It had small tusks and was mostly in the shadows. The way it was so still and quiet made the scene eerie. There were no vegetables or anything in the backyard, so what was it staring at? I quickly locked the back door when I realized that the boar head was a little too high, debating with myself that I was spooking myself. I had never seen a real wild boar ever, so how would I know how big they were? Yet, there was something uncanny about it that I couldn't dismiss. Abrupt shuffling from the bushes made me flinch and look outside the window again. The boar was gone, the woods silent now. The storm picked up by night, loud thunder and flashes in abundance. Rain was angrily drumming upon the house and creating a big racket, so I decided to grab my headphones and watch something cozy on Netflix. Midway through an episode of Gilmore Girls, a crash loud enough to seep into my headphones came from the kitchen. I put the laptop away and quickly rummaged under my bed, where I kept a sturdy baseball bat. Just as I heard rushing footsteps coming towards my bedroom, I jumped in my closet. From the slits, I saw a lanky woman wearing that same boar mask I had spied in the woods earlier, a big butcher knife in her hand. As soon as she had her back towards the closet, I charged out and hit her hard, knocking her out. As I waited for the cops, I unmasked the woman. She really was from the university I attended, some woman from the admin I barely recognized. I soon sold that house and moved in an apartment complex with 24/7 security, a CCTV installed outside my main door. However, there was no way I'd be able to do that commute daily, so moving was a necessity. I searched for an apartment on Craigslist. So when I saw an ad on Craigslist for an available bedroom in an apartment in that specific area for a really low price, I jumped on it. I took a ride to the city the next day to see the apartment, and the landlord gave me a quick tour of the place. The landlord himself seemed a bit socially awkward, but that didn't really matter. The place did come with a catch. I'd have a roommate. The landlord said he's a very quiet-to-himself kind of person, which he said was good. My roommate's name was Bren. The landlord knocked on Bren's door, asking if he'd like to come out and say hello. Bren didn't even answer. The landlord suggested he might be taking a nap, so we moved on to talking in the living room, where I expressed interest in renting. I signed an application, and the next day the landlord called and offered me the room. So I moved in the next week. My dad helped me unload all my furniture into my little room. Something odd to note was that never once did this Bren character come out during all this commotion to at least say hi. He was definitely home. We heard him moving around in his room. I came to the early realization that he probably wasn't going to be friendly at all. When we finished unloading the van, my dad left, and I was alone, officially moved out. I sat on my bed and started watching Netflix on my laptop. Then, I heard the door to Bren's room open and close. This seemed like my chance to go out and say hi. It was his first time leaving his room. I got out of my bed, but before I could even get to my bedroom door, the front door to the apartment slammed shut. I stepped outside to the living room, and no one was there. I didn't know what the deal with this Bren guy was, but surely he had to know we'd have to meet eventually. I went back to my room, ate a bowl of ramen, and went to sleep. I woke up when I heard the front door to the apartment close again, then footsteps. The footsteps on the creaky wood floor made their way to the outside of my door, then stopped. I sat up and looked at the crack below the door. The outlines of feet could be seen through the light creeping in under the door. Why was he just standing out there like a creep? Of course, I didn't say anything. I just waited for him to walk away. I didn't have my door locked. I was low-key terrified of him entering my room. Thankfully, he walked away from my door and back to his room, and I heard him shut his door. I tried to go to sleep, but all night, all I heard were thumps coming from his room. I had no idea what he could possibly be doing. I was tempted to go knock on his door and tell him to keep it down, but I hadn't even met the guy yet, so I had to deal with it. Eventually, I fell asleep, and when I woke up in the morning, it seemed Bren was out already, maybe at work. I didn't know at the time. I spent most of that day shopping for groceries and basic apartment necessities. When I got back, I dropped all the bags on the couch in the living room to give myself a rest. I cooked dinner and watched some Netflix on the couch, all the while Bren never came home. I did a quick run to the nearby 7-Eleven to get toothpaste, and when I got back, I noticed Bren's door was cracked open, and the light was on. So I figured this was it, the moment for me to say hello. I went to his door, knocked slightly twice, and pushed the door open. What I found in there was shocking, or maybe I should say what I didn't find. Him there. The room was completely empty, not a single piece of furniture except for a single chair sitting in the corner of the room, the kind of chair you'd find in a high school classroom. My heart suddenly started racing, and I started to shake. I turned off the light in that room and shut the door. I went to my room, locked the door, and sat on my bed, suddenly getting a really bad headache. I took out my phone and thought of scrolling through the phone to pass the time. As I was sitting there, I heard someone moving inside my closet. I freaked out and didn't know what to do. I ran to the bathroom, locked myself in, and called the cops. I could hear someone moving outside in my room and someone whispering in a hushed tone. The police got to the apartment shortly and searched the whole apartment with me, but no one was found. They tried calling the landlord, but he didn't pick up the call as well, and the mystery of Bren remained a mystery. I had my dad come the next day to help me move all my stuff back home. I found another apartment the next week. It was a huge hassle going through the whole moving process again. I knew from the start the so-called landlord gave off bad vibes, but who would have ever imagined the events that took place? It was a new chapter of my life as I got admitted to college. I moved into a new house, but it wasn't that pleasant, and I got out of budget. The rent was eating me, and I didn't earn that much to cover it up, so I thought that I might need a roommate to share my rent. I asked some of my friends, but they already had a place to stay. So I went to Craigslist and posted an ad on it, looking for a roommate. I had never used Craigslist before, so I was kind of hesitant, but the need was real, so I thought of giving it a shot. For the first few days, I didn't get any reply on my ad, but as the days passed by, I got an email from an anonymous account that some lady was interested in being a roommate. I got curious and replied to her mail, and within moments, my phone rang at an eerie hour of 11 p.m. I thought of not picking up the call as it was late at night, but I ignored my intuitions and picked it up anyway. The girl introduced herself as Ellen with no last name. She sounded creepy and her voice was echoing in my phone, making it even scarier. The call had a lot of static disturbance. Despite all these red flags, I agreed to share the rent with her and told her all the details. I thought sharing the space with a girl might be a better option. She ended the call by saying, "Ok, I am on the way." That was strange, as I was expecting her arrival tomorrow. Suddenly, 5 minutes later, the bell rang. I thought it might be someone else, but as I went towards the door and saw through the peephole, I saw that a girl with a bag of clothes in her hand was standing at my door. She wasn't moving and just looking at the door, as if she knew I was looking at her through the peephole. I opened the door hesitantly and said hello. She said expressionlessly, "Hey, I am Ellen," and gave me the rent in advance. Right away, I didn't know how to respond. She didn't have any furniture with her and insisted that she would adjust. Still, I furnished a spare single bed in her room, and she was very easy to live with. No shouting, no rush, and no worries. She woke up, we had a chat. She was shy and quiet. There was something about her that was disturbing me right from the beginning, but I ignored it. But then her behavior took a strange turn. She ate messily with her hands, her mouth used to get drenched with the food and dirt often. I started feeling uneasy around her, as if her presence gave an eerie energy. Time passed, and my discomfort grew to a level that couldn't be tolerated anymore. And one night, I woke up to loud thuds and strange noises coming from Ellen's room. I rushed to her door and knocked. The knock was responded to with screams of more than one person. I kicked the door open, and suddenly everything got quiet. There was no one in the room, but everything was messed up. Walls were covered with deep scratches and dried blood. Ellen was nowhere in the room, yet I heard screams coming from the room just moments ago. Confused and terrified, I searched the room thoroughly, but I had no explanation for what just happened. I called the police and told them everything that happened right from the start. They asked for Ellen's picture. I had only one random picture of her passing behind me while I was taking a selfie. They took it and started investigating. After a week of sleepless nights and troubled days, police responded with a call. They summoned me to the police station and revealed the shocking truth in front of me. The policeman told me Ellen, the girl in the picture, was not Ellen. She was Grace, a girl who lived in Connecticut. She went missing mysteriously about 3 years ago from her place. Her family said that her behavior had grown increasingly bizarre before her disappearance. She was reported by me after 3 years of her disappearance, and again there is no trace of her anywhere in the Long Island. I was living in chaos and couldn't digest all that in one sitting. I was about to faint when an officer gave me water and dropped me home. I left the house to erase this traumatic memory and decided to live in a hostel for some time. In 2011, I had to sell my old bike since I had recently gotten a new one. It wasn't a piece of junk, so I figured I could get a couple of $100 for it. I posted an ad for it and listed my phone number so that anyone interested could text or call me. The ad was up for a few days with no bites, and I was becoming impatient. Finally, after 3 days, I received a text from someone late in the day showing interest in buying the bike. He got right down to it, stating he wanted to come get the bike as soon as possible. I told him he could come right now and included my address. He said that he would be there within an hour. I was home alone at the time. I was sitting in my living room watching TV, and it was dark outside when I heard a car pull up in front of the house. I got near the window and peeked out to see who it was, and I saw 3 grown men getting out of the car. I didn't get the purpose of 3 men coming over to get a bike. One of them rang the bell. They had to have seen me standing by the window, so they knew I was there. I opened the door, and the man standing in front of the other 2 reached out and shook my hand. He told me that his name was Chris. He was a big dude. He also had a really thick beard and a deep voice. However, he didn't introduce his 2 friends, who were just standing behind him, looking at me with blank expressions. They weren't exactly tiny men either. As I was telling them about the bike, Chris cut me off and passed by me into the house, asking which way to the bike. His 2 friends followed him. The idea of making sure they didn't enter my house was clearly out the window. I didn't know what to do, so I rushed in front of Chris to stop him going further into the house and led him towards the stairs to the back door. Chris, along with his 1 friend, followed me to the backyard, where one of them told me that he needed to use the restroom and asked me where it was. I paused for the longest time. I was thinking, should I let this random dude use the restroom of the house or not? I looked at their faces, and they all were staring at me with angry and creepy expressions on their faces. So I submissively told him where the restroom was. That man disappeared into my house. I went to the shed to grab the bicycle. While going to fetch the bike from the shed, all I was thinking was, what the hell did I just get myself into? Somehow, I showed them the bike, which I don't think they were interested in. He started analyzing every little detail of the bike, like things no one should ever even think to analyze on a bike. For example, some of the spokes may have been slightly bent, or the reflector had scuff marks on it. They were just keeping me busy. I was so busy answering his questions and trying to defend the condition of the bike from his remarks that I didn't even think of the man who had supposedly been in my bathroom for almost 10 minutes. I told the 2 of them to keep checking out the bike, and I'd be right back to fetch something. I went inside to see that person and checked both bathrooms, the one on the first floor and the one upstairs. Both of them were empty. Though just then, I heard people walking around and talking in my living room downstairs. Then what sounded like Chris calling my name. I heard them coming up the stairs. Chris said while ambling slowly in the hallway that they just wanted to talk. My heart was racing. I actually thought that night was going to be the night of my death. I quietly shut the bathroom door and locked it, keeping the lights off. I dialed 911 on my phone and whispered as quietly as I could to the operator to send police right away, or I could be dead within 10 minutes. She wanted me to remain calm and to try my best to explain the situation quietly. After explaining, she told me it was good that I was in a locked room and to wait there until the cops showed up. Footsteps came up to the bathroom door and stopped. Then someone tried the door handle. When they realized it was locked, one of them said in a low voice, "He is in there." Now they knew my position. I told the operator they found me. She said to stay where I was. After a few seconds of silence on the other end, there was a frighteningly loud bang on the door, and then another and another. They were trying to kick the door down. I screamed at them that the cops were almost here, and then the kicking stopped. I heard them whispering outside the door, and then I heard them going down the stairs after a moment. I didn't leave the bathroom until the cops showed up. As I went out to see the house, I noticed that I was missing a lot of things, including my wallet, which was on the kitchen counter, a couple of watches, my iPad, and of course, the bike that was in the backyard. The cops told me to just be grateful that I wasn't killed, which I was, but how could I be happy really after this? The cop said, given that they were trying to break into the bathroom, they were most likely going to kill me, which scares the hell out of me to think about. That was the one and only time I ever used Craigslist. A group of children were alone in a house when they captured some chilling footage. Ains de la Cruz, who shared the video, explains that it was recorded by siblings while they were in their grandparents' house. They managed to film something incredibly eerie. Here's what they caught.
Estamos aquí en la casa de mi bisabuela. Se fue la
se fue la luz. Esta es la casita, porque y mi mamá. Espérense. Y mi mamá y mi abuela se fueron al Oxxo a comprar velas por eso, por lo que pasó de que se fue la luz. Y pues estamos aquí. Estas son las mi abuelito. Espérense, no sean chillones. No va a pasar nada. Y esas son las cenizas de mi bisabuelo, porque pues desgraciadamente él ya falleció. Y el baño está allá. El baño, mi hermano quiere hacer pipí, pero el baño está allá. Y mi abuela nos dijo que cuidáramos. Mi abuelo nos dijo que cuidáramos aquí su casa en lo que ellas iban. Pero espérense. Pero pues el problema es que aquí no sabemos. Y pues no tengan miedo. No pasa nada. Abuelito, ¿si estás aquí? Preséntate con nosotros. Si estás aquí, preséntate ante nosotros.
Somos tus
nietos.
In the footage, set in what seems to be a shed, a sudden movement startles the children. A shadowy figure or creature emerges rapidly, causing fright. This event might have been quite traumatic for them. The shadowy form seen towards the end could be mistaken for an animal, such as a bird or a bat. But this doesn't explain the distinct shadowy figure spotted earlier in the video. It doesn't resemble any known animal, leading many to speculate about the presence of a malevolent entity. Such videos often lead to varied interpretations. Could this be a ghostly figure caught on camera, or is there another explanation? Unseen presence. Luna Moon shared a video that has been troubling her. In the video, a father starts recording a playhouse tent he bought for his daughter. Initially, everything appears normal, but then he notices something inside the tent that alarms him, causing him to quickly leave the room and stop the recording. This is what was captured. Upon nearing the tent, the father sees what looks like someone hiding inside, but as he checks the entrance, the figure is nowhere to be found, prompting him to hastily exit and cease recording.
Le compré un castillo a mi hija y ya no sale de aquí para nada, weón. Es re lindo, tiene ventanita y todo, pille. ¿Qué es esa mierda? No.
This segment raises unanswered questions. The father thinks the playhouse tent, previously owned by a deceased child, may be inhabited by the child's spirit. Even the usually skeptical Luna finds this idea compelling, especially after the father captures a photo of what looks like a child peeking through a window on the 15th floor, where there's no balcony. These mysterious occurrences have sparked both curiosity and debate. What's your take on this enigmatic situation? Feel free to share your thoughts. The strange creature. How would you react to encountering something unusual on a remote dirt road? A TikTok user shares footage of a spine-chilling encounter with a mysterious creature. As the user gets closer, the video fails to provide a clearer view of the creature. Nonetheless, TikTok users are buzzing with theories about its identity. Some viewers speculate that it might be an injured animal. Intriguingly, one comment suggests the creature could be more dangerous than it appears, even hinting that a car might not provide adequate defense. Whispers from Beyond. Dalen Spratt attends a unique family reunion at a haunted cemetery in Georgia, where the only attendees are spirits. He already feels uneasy before starting any communication with the spirits. What insights will the spirits offer him?
This might be our night. This might be our night. I know y'all heard that. This might be, I know y'all heard that. I know y'all heard that. This might be our night location spot, guys.
As Dalen nears a mausoleum, he feels his energy shift.
This is the mausoleum. My head is already starting to hurt. As soon as I came over here and looked inside of here, it's like my whole energy shifted.
His interaction with the spirits, facilitated by a device, becomes more fascinating.
Hey, is anyone out here with me? Is it? My name is Dalen. What is your name?
A moment of revelation occurs when Dalen asks for the spirit's surname and receives a response matching one of the nearby tomb names.
That's safe to give. Okay, so the Give family. It's like 10 of y'all buried over here.
Dalen continues to ask pivotal questions to the spirits.
How does it feel being buried with your family? Great. That's cool. Were y'all close during your living years?
It becomes clear that the family's past was not entirely harmonious. Dalen also checks if the spirits are aware of their environment.
I want to know, are you aware of what's going around? Can you tell me the color of the truck that just drove by? Y'all, I swear it was a red truck. It sounded like it said red.
The session concludes with an intriguing possibility. Dalen's experience reinforces the notion that communicating with the deceased might indeed be possible. It seems he is on the verge of unraveling mysteries that many of us are curious about. A spooky discovery. In an engaging video uploaded by Jose Maria, we see his excitement for hiking and caving adventures, this time joined by a friend. Captured on their way back from a caving expedition, the footage, interestingly, isn't from inside the cave, but rather from its vicinity. The area, known for its mysterious and eerie ambience, might have revealed through Jose Maria's helmet camera some of the paranormal activities long rumored to surround it. They come across a small statue clothed in black. It's an odd and unsettling sight. The statue's face is distorted, resembling something out of a nightmare. Confounded by this discovery, they speculate whether it might be one of the lost souls said to inhabit the area, further deepening the mystery of the place. A cave's secret. This video was filmed by a tourist during his exciting journey across Europe. The day after arriving, he prepared to explore an ancient cave in Hallstatt, Austria. He described this cave as being hundreds of millions of years old. Though stating it was located 10,000 feet above sea level, this seemed a bit exaggerated, considering Austria's landscape. The adventure began beautifully, with sights of ancient glaciers and rock formations. A few hours in, however, the tourist faced an unexpected sight. On the cave's ceiling, he spotted a pale figure, eerily climbing without any safety gear. The sight was so unusual that the man behind the camera wondered if he had stumbled upon something extraordinary. Could it be a ghost or a spirit? Something beyond the ordinary? What do you think about this mysterious sighting? The enigmatic figure. This video was shared by a user with a profile name Highway 9 after a hiking trip, during which the uploader stumbled upon an open cave that sparked his curiosity. Accompanied by his German Shepherd dog, he delved deep into the tunnel systems. However, it wasn't long before things started to take a strange turn.
Come on.
In the distance, a faceless figure could be seen observing the man. This tall figure was clad in a black robe, its lack of facial features striking. The consistent appearance of such entities across different regions is intriguing. Could this sighting indicate the mysterious phenomena purported to exist within these tunnels? Thanks for joining us on this eerie adventure. If you're intrigued or thrilled, show your support by liking and sharing this video. Don't miss out on more mysterious encounters. Make sure to subscribe for more ghostly explorations. Stay alert, and until our next paranormal journey, keep hunting for the truth.